Wonderful morning here at Udupi, about an hour away from the city of Mangalore. Welcome to our telecast of the 18th National Youth Athletic Championships 2023. We moved from the 17th edition in Bhopal here to Udupi, organized by the Karnataka Athletic Association, of course, under the aegis of the Athletic Federation of India. It's a wonderful morning, slight chill in the air. The days tend to get a little warmer with the sea just about, I make it 2 kilometers or a kilometer as the crow flies. And the twin cities of Udupi, Manipal, which is the university town where we are staying. Mangalore, of course, as I said, is approximately 45 odd kilometers. And the first event of the morning to get underway, and that will be the girls under 18, the 3000 meters. Joining me here in the com box is Virender, comes from Bhopal, as I said, which hosted the 17th National Youth Athletic Championship. Virender, wonderful morning, ideal conditions for the 3000 meters.
वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग मेरे सर एंड गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल। बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने, बहुत ही खूबसूरत सुबह यहाँ पर। और जैसा कि आपने बताया कि समुद्र का किनारा यहाँ से मात्र 2-2.5 किलोमीटर दूर है और काफ़ी अच्छा मौसम फिलहाल यहाँ पर। बहुत अच्छा शहर है, बहुत अच्छी वादियाँ यहाँ की हैं और विशेषकर यहाँ का श्री कृष्ण टेम्पल, जो कि काफ़ी पुराना है और कहा जाता है कि पांडवों के द्वारा उसका निर्माण किया गया था। इस पवित्र धरती पर एक बार फिर हम यहाँ पर हाजिर हैं, 18th edition of Youth National Athletic Championship.
Well, before you talk of the temple town of Udupi, it's also famous for its masala dosa.
Yes, and yesterday you posted on the Facebook.
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah. I think it's, and these are the girls and the boys who will enjoy this wonderful town. But 11 finals on the opening day. This is a 3-day meet, and in the 11 finals, starting off with the first of them, the girls under 18 3000 meters. We'll give you the lineup. There are 18 of the girls to start off with. This is the under 18, remember, the under 18 competition. We're starting off with Thakur Mitalbai Ramji of Gujarat, Sonika Rajwade of Chhattisgarh, Mukta Rajasthan, Vanshika of Haryana, Indu Malhotra of Telangana, Monica of Uttarakhand, Nidhi of Haryana, Kanak, Ragini Singh, Vaishnavi, Pranati. As they set off here, 7.5 laps of this 400 meter track. When completing the lineup, you got Pranati, Anjul Bala, Pratima Verma, Sonam Parmar, Vartika Patel, Nirma Khileri, Payal Lihare and Preeti Chauhan. And Virender, we'd like to inform our viewers here on this channel of the AFI that this is the selection trial for the Asian Youth Athletic Championships which will be held in Uzbekistan later in the month. Early start, the early leaders, and we all know that the early leaders, some of them of course fade away, but 18 of them, the plan is very clear. In the lead to start off with is Anju Bala, and she is representing the state of Haryana. The question is, will one of them from the back be able to catch up with the early leaders?
बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने, ये बहुत जल्दी होगा अभी से इसके ऊपर ये निर्धारित करना कि कौन जीतेगा। 7.5 लैप्स उनको कवर करने हैं 3000 मीटर की दूरी तय करने के लिए। और फिलहाल 160 अंजू बाला, जो कि हरियाणा की हैं, वही अग्रसर हैं।
The meet record in the name of Seema, set in Hyderabad, 9 minutes 56.25 seconds in 2017, and Seema also holds the national record for the under 18, which was set at Mangalagiri, 9 minutes 50.54, set in November 2017. So Seema holds the record. The question is, will we have a record out here? Anju Bala, a clear leader by about half a body length. I make it about half a meter here, and close on her heels is Vartika Patel, and Vartika Patel is representing Uttar Pradesh. We then have the others following up, 18 starters. As you watch the 3000 meters, the essence of good technique lies in, of course, the full body extension at the end of the leg drive. Look at her leg drive there. As from the outside, suddenly someone is sneaking in, which is 164, is it? Or 174? 184. Yes, 184. Vaishnavi Naveen Salagame of Karnataka. This event, the 18th National Youth Athletic Championship. Virender, you and I have been there in Guwahati, where we had the junior nationals. We then moved to Nidjam, where we had 6,000 odd athletes taking part. And now the attention has shifted to Udupi for the 18th National Youth Athletic Championship. Just goes to show that there is so much available for the youth of this nation. And, I still remember there were years when people would say, the youngsters, the parents would say, हमारे लिए क्या है, एक आध इवेंट होती है. अब देखो अक्टूबर से लेके up to the month of March that we are in, 3 events. So there's so much, and then of course there are the sub-juried events, there are the district events, there are the state events. Anju Bala still in the lead.
I want to mention here one thing, very important thing, that Athletic Federation of India is only the sports federation in our country who organize more than 17 national meets in a year. Rest of the other sports activities are not doing such number of championships.
Well, 17 in a year, that's colossal. 17 in a year gives such a wonderful opportunity. I like Anju Bala. Very cool, calculated. Look at her leg and hip there, combining the drive as you see her to the limit of her flexibility. You look at her high bent front leg that has produced the angle between the thighs, which allow the enormous stride length without actually causing overstriding. Question is, do the others have that resolve to get past Anju Bala? Vartika Patel close on her heels. She'll now slip back to the second position. But Anju Bala, there she's now gone into second with the lead taken by Vanshika representing Haryana. So the 2 Haryana girls in 1 and 2. Virender, the future of India in athletics. These are some of the girls whom you and I and viewers on this channel of the AFI will watch in years to come.
Sure. As we already witnessed and we already were there during the Net Jam. Net Jam was under 16. And now here we are with the under 18. So definitely in the previous Net Jam editions, they must have participated. And now they are into the 18 group. And the future of athletics, definitely. As the competitions are there, if you are going through those competitions, definitely your performance will improve and the name of the country, definitely it will be there.
In the last event in Virender's hometown Bhopal, Sunita Devi of Uttar Pradesh had clocked 10 minutes 04.06 to take the first. Here she is now saying, "Ab bahut ho gaya." Anju Bala, "Ab bahut ho gaya." I'm going to now take a bigger lead there, which is the girl representing Vanshika from Haryana. Absolutely cool. Look at the muscles of the body, which are so relaxed, toned or contracted in an exact synchrony, which produces a free and fluent movement. I like Anju Bala as well. She's made sure that she continues to remain in the second position. And these are some of the other stragglers, as we call them, in the positions behind. But Vanshika, the clear leader now. A lot of learning that she'll have to do from here on. 7.5 lakhs. We still have quite a distance to go in this. The women's or the girls 3,000 meters to be precise. The second and third position very close. Anjubala and along with her is Vartika Patel of Uttar Pradesh. But this girl, Vanshika 156 of Haryana, December is her birth date, 2006. So that makes her 6 and 10, 16 and 3. Just under 17 years of age, this girl. Absolutely cool and calculated. And she now, Virender, is about to lap one of the other girls there.
जस्ट अभी अगर आप देख रहे हैं तो अंजुबाला जो है वो पिछड़ती हुई यहाँ नजर आ रही हैं और बहुत ही स्पष्ट जीत दर्ज यहाँ करने जा रही हैं वंशिका हरियाणा की 156। काफ़ी कॉन्फिडेंस उनमें यहाँ नज़र आ रहा है और उसके पीछे फ़िलहाल दूसरे नंबर पर है वर्तिका पटेल उत्तर प्रदेश की। लेकिन फिर से एक बार यदि यहाँ देखें तो अंजू बाला ने बढ़त प्राप्त कर ली है दूसरे स्थान के लिए।
She obviously has to be worried because Vartika Patel is just on her heels. I would make it about, but this girl, Vanshika, the very clear leader, is following her all the way. Number 2 is Anjubala, and in the third position from Uttar Pradesh is Vartika Patel. But this girl is very clear in her mind.
See her body language, see her action there. The steppings, the speed, the pace, and that indicates the last lap to complete the 3000 meter, and still Vanshika is in lead.
Most coaches, of course, and athletes, when you look at this girl, recognize that training for middle distance running is all about endurance. 3000 meters is all about endurance. However, the endurance is a very wide term. As we all know, it has been defined as the ability to withstand fatigue. But fatigue at the end of a quite different biochemical process. Aerobic endurance, that we all know, the capacity to utilize as great a proportion of inspired oxygen as possible. Very clear, this girl, Vanshika. There's no question there. Oh, look at this now. We are having a competition there. Anjubala now slipping in. Oh, this is a beauty. This is a beauty.
Here she has taken over lead. Now Anjubala is moving forward towards the finish line with a comfortable lead. All of a sudden, when the last 150 meter left, she increased her pace, and here she finishes at the first place, and the second place is Vanshika of Haryana.
Oh yes, oh yes.
So first and second, both are from Haryana now.
We were all caught napping. We all thought that Vanshika might just walk away, not run away, walk away with the event there. But Anjubala had other ideas. She was way behind. I think she was about 15 or 20 meters behind after taking that initial lead. Then she slipped back. But what a comeback this is. This is the beauty of sports. You know, you could be lagging behind, but then you say, I now need to take it. So the first gold medal of the day, or the first winner of the day, is Anjubala of Haryana. She wins the girls under 18 3000 meters with Vanshika, her compatriot of Haryana, in second position. And I suspect it's Vartika Patel of Uttar Pradesh in the third position. So who says that Haryana produces only throwers? It's only a misconception. Here we have got number 1 and 2 in the women's or the girls under 18 3000 meters, taking 1 and 2 positions to Haryana.
18 नेशनल यूथ एथलेटिक चैंपियनशिप 2023 का ये पहला इवेंट, और पहले इवेंट में आज के जो 2 पदक पहले और दूसरे हैं उस पर हरियाणा ने अपना कब्जा कर लिया है। और शेष प्रतियोगिताएं जो आज यहाँ पर आयोजित की जानी हैं, 3000 मीटर अंडर 18 के फाइनल कुछ ही समय पश्चात यहाँ पर आयोजित होंगे, ठीक 7:05 पर। उसके पश्चात डिकाथलॉन मैन अंडर 18 का पहला इवेंट 100 मीटर 7:25 पर ट्रैक पर आयोजित होगा, और मैदान पर हम हाजिर होंगे हैमर थ्रू वुमेन अंडर 18 का फाइनल इवेंट लेकर ठीक 7:30 पर।
So that's the winner there. Anju Bala of Haryana taking the gold medal here, or position number 1 in the girls under 18 3000 meters. The National Youth Athletic Championships is all about the girls and the boys under 18. We also got, as we said earlier on, the qualifying guidelines for the 5th Asian Youth Athletic Championships, which will be held in Uzbekistan later on in the month. And these girls and boys will vie for the top honors to represent India at the 5th Asian Youth Athletic Championships. The 3000 meters for the girls, 10 minutes 34.07 is what the qualifying standard is. We'll try and give you the timing of the first event out here, which will make us sure that has Anju Bala and Vanshika qualified for the Asian Youth Championship. This is the girl who finished in second position, Vanshika, also of Haryana.
She gained more than 30-meter lead, and when the last 150 meters left, immediately Anju Bala of Haryana, she started increase her pace, and then she had a very comfortable win in this event.
So 10 minutes 20.16, 10 minutes 23.96, and 10 minutes 26.24. So whereas all three of them have bettered the qualifying guidelines, 10:34.07 being the guidelines. Anju Bala 10 minutes 20.16, Vanshika Haryana 10 minutes 23.96, and Sonam Parmar, it's not Vartika, Sonam Parmar slipping in the third position representing Madhya Pradesh, 10 minutes 26.24. Of course, the junior selection committee will decide, even if they have surpassed the guidelines, whether they represent India or not. So it's not necessary that if you achieved, you do go on there. We're now going to come up to the second event of the morning, and that's the second of the 3000 meters, which is the boys under 18. There are a total of 12 starters. Keshav Panalkar, Mayank Rathod, Ravi Yadav, Abhishek Kumar, Saurabh Rawat, Sachin Bhardwaj, Vikas Bind, Yogeshwar, Aman Malik, Kishan Kumar, Tehender, and Aman Kumar. That's the 12 of them. The meet record, Kishan Tadvi set in Bambolim. Bambolim is a place in Goa, about 10 kilometers from Panaji. And all three have qualified, as I mentioned, for the 5th Asian Junior Youth Championship to be held in Uzbekistan. The national record, Inderjeet Patel, Lily, 8 minutes 14.93 in 2011. So the national record for the boys under 18 has stood the test of time for as many as 12 years. A total of 11 finals on day one. In
All
fact,
first four players have qualified for the Asian Youth, and here we got the official results now.
so 10:20.16 Anjubala, 10:23.96 Vanshika, 10:26.24 Sonam Parmar, 10:28.05 Pranati. I don't know, Virender, whether it is three who represent India or are all four allowed to represent?
At present, all the four athletes, those who have qualified, as they qualified, clear the qualification mark. So I hope that all the four will go, but I think that they will now be in the national camp for the till the next event is take place. Then the federation and the SAI will decide how many number of athletes in each event will go. But all the four have cleared the qualified marks.
Wonderful. What a start to a super morning. The sun just about coming up now. The sun rising, and we've been here since 6 o'clock in the morning. The first event started off at 6:45. And that's the beauty of sports. The discipline is the most important factor. AFI brand, as we call it, makes sure that every event starts on the dot. And these are the norms laid down by the world body. There you are, a wonderful view of the sun rise in the east. The sea, of course, is right behind us. The various beaches, Malpe Beach, of course, being very popular. I'm told that Virendra is heading to the beach after the events end in the evening.
We are planning, if we get a time slot now, then I
Oh,
think
you got-
that
you-
today,
you got-
today is the best time to move.
You got plenty of time, don't worry. You got plenty of time.
But as the temperature during the daytime is more here, so it will be very difficult to go to the beach at that time because the sand will be definitely very hot and very difficult to walk on that. We'll try in the evening.
So the question now is, will the boys get inspiration from the four girls who have achieved the qualifying mark? I'm not saying they've qualified for Uzbekistan. The national body, the AFI, along with SAI, would decide whether all four go, one would be in reserve, and these boys perhaps would get the inspiration from the girls to better. What they need to do is clock 9 minutes 01.50, the boys, in the 3000 meters. The lineup: Keshav, Mayank, Ravi Yadav, Abhishek Kumar, Saurabh Rawat, Sachin. 12 are listed. Do we have 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of
One
them.
is missing.
So absent is Sachin Ramsey Bhardwaj, 643. 11 of them having started on this journey of 7.5 laps. We are into the first 200 meters. They start at the far end. Then they come up here, approaching the finish of the events. They've completed 200 meters. And from here on, 7 laps, which is 2,800 meters before one of them finishes in the first position in the boys under 18.
Milind sir, if we go through the national record, the timing of the national record is 8 minute 14.93 seconds and the meet record is also 8 minute 23.76 seconds. But if we go through the qualifying mark here, it is 9:01.50 seconds. So we hope that in the very second event of this morning on the day one, there will be some qualifications, more qualifications in this event.
Looks like the Athletic Federation of India will have to charter an aircraft at this rate. Because if you have 4 qualifying from the girls, a few more over the next 48 events. Remember, 48 events over 3 days, 11 finals on the opening day. This bunch is very close for comfort. Very close. In the lead, well, I was told 641, Keshav Rajendra Panalkar of Maharashtra. He is in the lead. Remember the name, Edward Sequeira. 1500 meters and 5000 meters. Edward Sequeira, or Eddie as we call him, was there in Munich in 1972. Taking over now, here in the 3000 meters, Aman Kumar of Haryana. On his heels is Yogeshwar of Tamil Nadu. The South has always produced some good long distance runners as well. Likewise, Uttar Pradesh. And then you go back to those big names, Sriram Singh, Shivnath, of course, in the marathon. Surinder Kumar, the 5,000 and the 10,000 meters, graduated to the marathon. Bahadur Singh, yes. Bahadur Prasad.
And Bagicha Singh.
Bagicha Singh. So the names are endless. The names are endless. India has produced a wonderful 1,500 meters, 5,000 meters and 10,000 meters. Aman Kumar of Haryana, the early leader. This seems to be, Virender, a fast-paced race.
Really, the pace is very good, and definitely we are going to see a very good timing here.
Wonderful sight. This is a beautiful sight of 11 of them all together. Not one of them has said, "Main piche rahunga." Each of them has got his own strategy paced out.
मेरे को लगता है कि इसके पहले वाले इवेंट में अंडर 18 वुमेन ने जो एक लैंडमार्क इनके लिए फिक्स कर दिया है क्वालिफाई करके, फर्स्ट चार वुमेन एथलीट्स ने, लगता है कि वो एक लैंडमार्क इनके लिए एक इनका टारगेट बन गया है कि इनको भी अब क्वालिफाई करना है. और इसीलिए देखिए पेस स्टार्टिंग में ही उनकी जो है बिल्कुल अच्छी मेंटेन करके चल रहे हैं. स्पेशली लुक एट द टिप नंबर 580 हु इज लीडिंग एट प्रेजेंट.
Aman Kumar of Haryana. Born in May 2007, tall boy. The strength, endurance, or the capacity to maintain the quality of the muscles, contractile forces, the speed endurance, or the faculty for coordinating the speed of contraction in the climate of endurance factors. And this, of course, assumes that a fairly steady pace is maintained through the race. That's the steady pace that we're talking about. Aman Kumar. With him, Yogeshwar of Tamil Nadu. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not much to choose from them. We also have 5, 2, 3, Ravi Yadav. Then in 4 is Saurav Rawat of Uttarakhand. The hills, the mountains of Uttarakhand, which gives us some of the top long distance runners. And yes, as I said, one assumes that a fairly steady pace is maintained throughout the race. But of course, much middle distance running ends with the fast sprint, which you'll see towards the end and which varies in distances depending on the tactics of the race. Aman Kumar, does he have it in him to hold on till the end? Will it be
Now
Yogeshwar?
At present, the four are together, and now they started splitting. Fifth one is having around a 5-meter lead.
Never know, never know. We saw earlier on it was Vanchika who came from absolutely nowhere to take the second position. Anjubala had slipped back, she came up. But here, as Virender you mentioned, 4 of them, even number 5 is strong. And look at number 6, slipping in slowly but surely. Well, you can't at this stage predict who might. Number 4 now slipping in. It's all happening. It's a question of time. And then you have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Those who might not make it, they will of course finish off. But Aman Kumar and Yogeshwar, the two strong boys, and even before exercise, psychologists have begun seriously to study endurance. Yogeshwar now saying, let me just get by Aman Kumar, which is what he's trying to do here. Aman holding on for dear life. Yogeshwar, Aman Kumar, Mayank Rathod. You got 5 of them now, 6 of them now. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Aman Kumar, oh, there goes the clang for the last 400 meters. Never have I seen for a long time, Virender, such a close race. Aman Kumar strong, Yogeshwar strong. Yogeshwar trying his best to get onto the heels of Aman Kumar. Very strong lad. Look at his shoulders. Yogeshwar now.
All the 4 together, and now the last 200 meters to go, and still Aman is leading.
Yogeshwar, the Tamil Nadu boy.
Yes. Now it is going to be a change.
I like this. This is the way a morning should start off with. But Aman Kumar is very clear. Yogeshwar, oh God, beauty, absolutely beauty. The crowd out here cheering both. Has Yogeshwar made a tactical mistake of moving back a little bit? But what a race this turned out to be. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm fairly certain, Virender, that the qualifying mark of 901.50 has definitely been bridged. Early morning, Virender, जब ऐसे इवेंट देखने मिलते हैं तो it sets the tempo. It sets the tempo for the entire day, not only for these athletes, but even for you and me.
बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने। और मेरी नज़र जैसे ही इन्होंने फिनिश किया है, वहाँ पर जो काउंटडाउन टाइमर लगा हुआ था, वहाँ पर मेरी नज़र थी, और वहाँ टाइम जो था 8 मिनट 38 सेकंड का दिख रहा था। और लग रहा है कि इसमें भी आज इस सेकंड इवेंट जो आज पहले दिन का है, इसमें भी देखिए आप 580 किस तरह से उन्होंने अपने पेस को बढ़ाया और सीधे चल दिए फिनिश लाइन की तरफ। और उनके पीछे योगेश्वर थे, कोई मौका नहीं दिया योगेश्वर को अंतिम क्षणों तक, और बिल्कुल अपनी इस बढ़त को बनाए रखा, इस लीड को बनाए रखा।
अगर आप देखेंगे एंड में वीरेंद्र, शायद जो टैक्टिक्स या स्ट्रैटेजी योगेश्वर ने अपनाई वो थोड़े हटकर अपने राइट साइड में चले गए थे। वो दौरान में उन्होंने शायद प्रेशियस कुछ सेकंड्स गंवाए होंगे, एंड दैट अलाउड अमन कुमार टू देन go up into the lead and take it away.
सही कहा, लेकिन ये जो होम स्टेट है, स्टेज के ऊपर यदि आप थोड़ा बहुत इधर उधर होते हैं उससे ज़्यादा इतना फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, परंतु यदि यही आप कर्व के ऊपर करते हैं तो कर्व में आप बहुत कुछ अपना वहाँ पर समय और डिस्टेंस लूज कर जाते हैं।
सो आपने बात की थी क्वालिफाइंग मार्क जो 9 minutes 01.50 का है, एंड इफ यू लुक एट दैट, अमेजिंग, 5 of them have beaten that mark. 5 of them. Aman Kumar 835.86, Yogeshwar of Tamil Nadu 836.10, Vikas Kumar Bind of Madhya Pradesh 837.33. That's 1, 2 and 3. Ravi Yadav of Chandigarh 838.78, and Saurav Rawat of Uttarakhand 846.82.
Look at the timing here.
The ticket,
first one is 35, 36, 37 and 38.
Yes, so ticket उज्बेकिस्तान के 5 ने शायद बुक कर दी है।
बिल्कुल जैसा आपने कहा था कि जो है एक एयरक्राफ्ट पूरा का पूरा इनको जो है हायर करना पड़ेगा AFI को। बिल्कुल दूसरा इवेंट, पहला दिन 18th एडिशन नेशनल यूथ एथलेटिक चैंपियनशिप का, और दोनों ही इवेंट में पहले दिन जो है एथलीट्स ने क्वालिफाई किया है। न केवल फर्स्ट एथलीट ने, बल्कि पहली तीन चार एथलीट, जो कि पहला अंडर 18 का हुआ है उसमें वुमेन अंडर 18 में, और फिलहाल 3000 मीटर मेन अंडर 18 के 5 एथलीट्स ने क्वालिफाई किया है।
बट ये दर्शाता है वीरेंद्र के हमारे पास इतनी टैलेंट है। अगर हम पहले दो इवेंट की बात करें, इफ यू टॉक ऑफ द फर्स्ट टू इवेंट्स, द 3000 मीटर्स, 3 girls have breached the qualifying mark, 5 boys have breached the qualifying mark. So 8 of them have breached the qualifying mark in the 3000 meters. And if you have such a start, then I don't think we need to be worried about the future of athletics in this country.
श्योर, बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने। भविष्य एथलेटिक्स का जिस तरह के यहाँ पे परफॉर्मेंस आ रहे हैं आज के पहले ही दो इवेंट पे, और इन परफॉर्मेंस या इन रिजल्ट्स के पीछे यदि मैं ये कहूँ कि आज का सुबह का जो यहाँ का क्लाइमेट है वो भी इस तरह की मिडिल लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस रेसेस के लिए काफ़ी फेवरेबल है। साथ ही साथ तैयारी जो इन सभी खिलाड़ियों ने करी है, इनके कोचेस का जो योगदान और जो गाइडेंस इनको मिली है, उसी का ये एक नतीजा सामने निकल कर आया है और अच्छे रिजल्ट सामने आए हैं, अच्छा टाइमिंग सामने आया है, और 8 एथलीट के द्वारा ये क्वालिफाई कर लेना एक बहुत बड़ी बात है।
So we're now coming up to the third of the event, and that's going to be the decathlon. Starting off with the 100 meters. Remember, the decathlon in simple words means 10 events. 5 events on day 1, the 100 meters, which you're now going to watch. The long jump, the short put, the high jump, and the 400 meters. These take place on day 1. And then in day 2, it's the 110 meters hurdles, the discus throw, the pole vault, the javelin, and the 1500 meters. So 10 events, 5 on day 1. And Virender, we've got a total of 7 in heat 1 and 7 in heat 2 of the decathlon. 14 athletes, the complete man as we call them. The vast majority, of course, international and top-level men decathlons are divided into a 2-day competition with the track and field held in the order, as I said before, the 100 meters, the long jump, the short put, the high jump, and the 400 meters. Day 2, the 110 meters hurdles, discus throw, pole vault, javelin, and the 1500 meters.
We have only 5 competitors in the decathlon.
Oh yes, 5 and 5.
Only 5. No, next is the 100 meter men heats, under 18 heats it is. So there is only one heat for the men decathlon in the 100 meter, and we have 5 competitors. Page 2 is missing here.
So we've got
Yes, we have to.
Event boys under 18, the 100 meters decathlon. You have lane 1 and 2 are vacant. In lane 3 is Thakur Janak Singh, Bade Singh of Gujarat, Rajkumar Durgam of Telangana in 4, Vijay Krishna of Kerala in 5, Vikram Singh of Delhi in 6, and Vita Priyan Karupaswamy of Tamil Nadu in lane 7. Decathlon, when we talk of the big names, Robin Seberlil, that we know of. The decathlon, of course, traditionally the title of the world's greatest athlete. Out here, it will be the greatest athlete of the 18th National Youth Athletic Championships. Early days, because we are into the first event of the decathlon, which is the 100 meters. A reminder that the decathlon, 100 meters, the long jump, the short put, the high jump, and the 400 meters. That's day 1. Day 2 is the 110 meters hurdles, the discus throw, the pole vault, the javelin, and the 1500 meters. For academic interest, of course, The world record in the men is Kevin Mayer of the East European country, 9,126 points, set in 2018. The Olympic record in the name of Darnian Warner of Canada, 9,018 in 2021 Tokyo. And the World Championship, Aston Eaton of the United States, 9,045. That's, of course, for all you youngsters who also follow the World Championships and World events. Coming up now to the first of them, a reminder you're watching live action from the MG District Stadium in Udupi, Karnataka for the 18th National Youth Athletic Championships 2023. The lineup for the boys under 18, the decathlon, the 100 meters, Thakur in 3, Rajkumar in 4, Vijay Krishna in 5, Vikram Singh in 6, and Vita Priyan in 7. Gujarat, Telangana, Kerala, Delhi, Tamil Nadu. We'll also have the girls under 18 hammer throw at the far end. The girls hammer throw having a total of 16 participants. The Asian qualifying mark 54.02 there. The national record Harshita Sherawat set in Guwahati 21:63.33. She also holds the meet record set in Raipur 61.65. The hammer throw will start in about 6 minutes from now. But let's now get back and shift our attention to the boys under 18, the 100 meters in the decathlon. The sun now rising up, the temperatures will go up. So the 3000 meters boys and the girls had a wonderful time in the morning, running in ideal conditions. Number 3, Thakur Janak Singh Bade Singh of Gujarat. 4 is Rajkumar Durgam of Telangana. 5 is Vijay Krishna of Kerala. 6 is Vikram Singh of Delhi. And 7 is Vita Priyan Karupaswamy of Tamil Nadu. Running, of course, as we all know, is the most natural of athletic movements. Children run as a part of their play, and practically every game, as we know, requires the reserve of stamina and the ability to run fast. The 18th National Youth Athletic Championships here at the MG District Stadium in Udupi, Karnataka. So the stage is now set for the 100 meters, the decathlon, the complete man of any meet which means he's got to be quick. He's got to have the endurance to finish off the 10th event, which is the 1500 meters. The question is who masters it. It is not on who finishes first. The question is who garners the maximum number of points. That's the important point about the decathlon.
And in the first heat, Vijay Krishna of Kerala finishes the first place. As we have 5 events in the day 1 and the 5 events in the day 2, it is not necessary that one individual can be strong in all the events. So there may be 2 or 3 best events of an individual, but it depends on the cumulative points which you earn through all the performances.
Yes, so the 100 meters, you earn a certain number of points. The long jump, likewise. The short put, the high jump, the 400 meters, the 110 meters hurdles, the discus throw, the pole vault, the javelin, and the 1500 meters. We'll talk of points that Virendra just mentioned. The A, B, and C parameters that vary by discipline. The decathlon tables, of course, are not to be confused with the scoring tables to allow the comparison. The split seconds, the 100 meters, you get 1000 points. If you clock 10.395, you get 900 points. If you clock 10.827, 800 points for 11.278, and 700 points for 11.756. So this is only for academic interest. It is complex, and likewise the points, of course, change. The long jump 7.76, you get 1000 points, so on and so forth. Yes, the results have come in, Virender. How many points?
The first place, Vijay Krishna from Kerala, the timing is 11.62 seconds. And for the second place, it is Rajkumar Durgam from Telangana, 12.12 seconds. And at the third place is Vikram Singh from Delhi with 12.36 seconds.
So which means that the boy who's taken the first, Vijay Krishna, with 11.62 should be around 700 and 650 odd points. 650 odd points. The second of the decathlon events, you got Yaragunda Virayanjalu of Andhra Pradesh. He's drawn in lane number 3. In 4 is Jagan TR of Kerala. In 5 is Piyush Raj of Bihar. In 6 is Navinthan of Tamil Nadu. And in 8 is Goti Parshuraman of Telangana. And number 8 now is K. Vitapriyam
from Tamil Nadu.
Wasn't he drawn in the first heat?
He was in the first heat, but now shifted to the heat 2.
So, a reminder of the results of the first of the heats: Vijay Kumar, Rajkumar, Vikram, and Rathod, the 4 starters. The second of the heats: Yaragondu, Jagan TR, Piyush, Navanithan, Goti, and Vitapriyan. ये हमने इसका सोची Up to the second heat out here. It's the points that matter at the end of the day. And taking the first
Is
of the
518
is
Piyush Raj of Bihar.
so that's the second of the heats in the boys decathlon.
105 from Delhi, Kushbu. 143
So we're going as per the clock here in the morning. The girls under 18, the hammer throw final will get underway in a short while from now. The introduction of the athletes.
123 Bhumi Chirubal representing Gujarat. 236 Temple Kaur representing
So from the decathlon, we now have the three heats in the girls under 18, the 100 meters. The first of the heats, which has a total of 7 athletes, lane 1 being vacant. We'll get you the names of the athletes as they will line up. This event slated at 7:30 hours. You're in the morning. The sun peeping out a few minutes ago. It's now rising. Will get a little warmer as the day progresses. And we will now come up to the first of the heats in the girls under 18, the 100 meters. That's lane number 8, Dodla Sai Sangeeta of Telangana. Ramani Kum Bharatbhai of Gujarat. She's in lane 7. We are actually moving down from 8 in descending order. Halmes Fazilat of Karnataka is drawn in lane 6. Diljit Kaur in 5. Dishika in lane 4. Rujula is in lane 3, representing Maharashtra, and representing Kerala in lane number 2 is Tharaji. So that's the first heat of the girls under 18. No guesses as to who holds the meet record and the national record in the girls under 18. Duty Chand at Bangalore, 11.80 in 2012. Duty Chand at Donetsk, 11.62 in 2013. So Virender, the national and the meet record are 11 and 10 years respectively, both in the name of Duty Chand. The meet record 11.80, the national record 11.62 in the girls under 18.
बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने। नेशनल रिकॉर्ड जो है वो ड्यूटी चंद के नाम से है। नेशनल रिकॉर्ड और मीट रिकॉर्ड दोनों ही। नेशनल रिकॉर्ड 11.62 और मीट रिकॉर्ड 11.80। और पहले भी अपन देखते आए हैं कि उड़ीसा का वर्चस्व रहा है शॉर्ट डिस्टेंस रेसेस की तरफ। और फिलहाल तैयारी है ट्रैक पर हीट 1 गर्ल्स अंडर 18 100 मीटर।
The hammer throw also on at the far end. The hammer throw having a total of 16, and that's the final there straight away, of course. From the 16, you'll have 12 picked up. The Asian qualifying mark for the hammer throw 54.02. Heat number 1 in the inside, Rujula Bhosle of Maharashtra and Dishika V of Tamil Nadu were very strong. We are now coming up to heat number 2 of the girls under 18, the 100 meters. The Asian qualifying mark is 12.15. The lineup here in the second heat. Lane 1 is vacant. A total of 7 to start. Lane 2, Chuku Shailaja of Telangana. In lane 3 is Apurva Anand Naik of Karnataka. In lane 3, on your frame there, is Vidhi Kadam of Gujarat. Those are the lanes 2, 3 and 4. Lane 5 is vacant. Lane 6, Puja Shri of Tamil Nadu. 7 is Neha of Haryana. And 8 is Babani Saikya of Assam. Of Maharashtra, 12.63 in the first heat. 12.63 is not good enough because the qualifying mark is 12.15. And obviously she'll have to do a better job, and these girls will also have to do a better job when they move into the finals. Lane 6 here in the second heat is Puja Shri. Lane 7 is Neha. And lane 8 is Babani Saikya. Babani Saikya on your picture frame. Neha now Haryana in 7. In 6, just off your picture frame, is Puja Shri of Tamil Nadu. 5 is Megha Rawat of Delhi. 4 is Vidhi Kadam of Gujarat. 3 is Apurva Naik of Karnataka. And 2 is Chuka Shailaja of Telangana. Amit Khanna, Dinesh Rawat, Sarkaria, the 3 top 100 meter sprinters who all come from Delhi and who are very active coaches. Poonam Tomar, 100 meters from Delhi again. Rachita Panda Mistry, now settled down in Mumbai.
Yeah.
Originally from Odisha, but settled down in Mumbai. She's married Homyar Mistry, also the 100 meter sprinter. But there you are for the second heat of the morning in the girls under 18. 2 is Thara, 3 is Apurva, 4 is Vidhi Kadam, 5 is vacant, 6 is Puja Shri, 7 is Neha, and 8 is Babani Saikya. Duty Chand, 11.80 the meet record. Duty Chand, 11.62 the national record.
गर्ल्स अंडर 18 100 मीटर की ये दूसरी हीट, और फिलहाल 6 कॉम्पिटिटर ट्रैक पर तैयार। लेन नंबर 5 वैकेंट है। अपने आप को तैयार करते हुए और इसी के साथ ये सेकंड हीट की शुरुआत, और ये दूसरी हीट, और लेन 2 से शुका शैलजा जो कि तेलंगाना का प्रतिनिधित्व कर रही हैं, उन्होंने पहले स्थान पर फिनिश किया है। देखना होगा पहली हीट और दूसरी हीट के टाइमिंग में क्या फर्क है।
Well, the first heat, 12.63 Virender, is not close to the Asian youth qualifying mark. The mark expected is 12.15 and she clocked 12.63. And that's the reason why I said that they'll have to do something better when they move into the next round of the girls 100 meters. Yes, the question is, what have they clocked in the second heat? That's also of interest.
When the number of heats are there, and the competitors of the next heat, they always keep their eyes on the clock, on the timings of the heat which is already over, and they try to be a better one in that.
Interesting, 12.84 for Chuka Shailaja of Telangana. So not good enough again to be near the qualifying mark of 12.15. Chuka Shailaja of Telangana 12.84 in the second heat. Rujula Amol Bhosle of Maharashtra 12.63.
And see the timing of the second place winner in the heat 2, that is 13.01. So we have to wait for the final event of this 100 meter. Then there will be competition, tough competition. So they may improve the timing in that, and we will have another qualifying athlete. Now we move to the heat number 3 for the girls 100 meter, and there will be 6 competitors. Lane 3, Kajal Hirabhai Waja from Gujarat. 4, Abhinaya Raja Rajan from Tamil Nadu. 5, Nancy from Haryana. 6, Shruti Mala, Telangana. 7, Priya K from Karnataka. And 8, Gauravi Ulas Naik from Maharashtra.
Finally, request you to collect the food group from the class.
Lane 1 and 2 is vacant, and now we move on to the heat number 3. हंड्रेड मीटर गर्ल्स अंडर 18 में 3 हीट आयोजित की जानी है, 2 हीट आयोजित की जा चुकी हैं, और दोनों ही हीट में यदि हम क्वालिफाइंग मार्क की तरफ ध्यान दें तो दोनों ही हीट में समय थोड़ा पिछड़ता हुआ, और ये तीसरी हीट, एंड वी हैव टू सी वेदर द टाइम विल बी better than the previous 2 heats, it seems. And bib number 147, Nancy of Haryana, finishes at the first place. लग रहा है इस हीट में टाइमिंग पहले वाले 2 हीट से अच्छा टाइमिंग आएगा.
Still wait for it, for the results to come. That's a frontal view. Nancy very clear. She's won by quite a mile there. She's won by quite a mile. For a 100 meters to have that difference of virtually half a meter is great guns for Nancy. You're right, perhaps maybe this could be a better timing of the 3 heats. A reminder that the 18th National Youth Athletic Championships is all about these girls and boys trying to qualify, wanting to qualify for the Asian Youth Championships to be held in Uzbekistan. It's a big occasion for these boys and girls.
And here the timing is the winner of the first place at 12.21.
So not good enough to achieve the qualifying, but still better than the first 2 heats. The first heat where Rujula clocked 12.63. In the second, Chuka Shailaja 12.84 and Nancy now 12.21. So yes, better than the first two, but not anywhere close to 12.15, which is the qualifying mark.
And I hope that they will pull out full in the final and give their best to make that mark.
Well, my question, Virender, then is why, as we now shift to the girls' hammer throw, which is happening at the far end of the stadium, the wonderful complex, the MG or the Mahatma Gandhi Stadium at Ajarakadu in Udupi, in the state of Karnataka. 16 of the starters, their qualifying mark for the Asian youth is 54.02. The national record, Harshita Sherawat Guwahati 63.33. The meet record, also Harshita Sherawat in Raipur 61.65.
And the qualifying mark is 54.02.
But so going back, Virender, to that 100 meters, why leave the qualifying mark for the finals? Why not try and achieve it in the heats itself?
Yes.
The pressure is lesser. Now the pressure is more because you know you got to achieve something which you're not done in the heats, and then to achieve 12.515 going into the finals is not an easy task.
Yes, but it happens when we go for the heats. Some heats are fast or some heats are slow, but definitely the timing will be better than the heats in the final. We expect that, and here also in the final, I hope that they will do their best and go for aiming the target to qualify the mark.
The 100 meters for girls is not slated today. The finals are slated for tomorrow.
Tomorrow it is.
So they will have the rest. They will get back to their hotels, talk to their coaches, and come back wiser to look at that mark of 12.15 seconds. Hammer throw. The hammer throw, as you all know, the most complex of the throwing events and probably demands more skill from the platform than any other event in the track and field program. But the vision of a skilled athlete grating with the heavy ball on the end of a length of wire, finally to hurl it almost the length of the inside parameter of the track, is indeed one of the most captivating sights to be seen in an athletic arena. The hammer throw, 16 starters, Dipanshu, Kushabu, Kushi, Komal, Shalu Bisnoy, Sheetal Yadav, Bhumi Jilubai, Gurnur Kaur, Kumkum, Rida Ramisha, Spruha Naik, Lakshmi Aruri, Shivani Sharma, Diksha Thoravde, and Neha Yadav. इनको भेज के है ना
सेकंड राउंड चल रहा है.
So the second round of the women's or the girls under 18 hammer throw is on. Virendra, who are the leaders?
At present, bib number 105, Khushbu, who had a throw of 48.55 meters in the very first throw, and she is from Delhi, and the second best throw is of Ramisha Makwana, who is from Gujarat, with 45.2 meters in the very first round. Now the second round is in progress.
So they are not anywhere close to 54.02,
No.
which is the Asian Youth qualifying mark. The hammer throw, which unfortunately the event of course presents the administrators of sport with tremendous problems, all of which are constantly threatening. The tendency, of course, in the present age is to provide multi-purpose facilities for the sport. This invariably means that the central portion of our athletic stadia will also be used for a major team game when not being used for track and field. And the heavy head of the hammer, when dropping from the sky, buries itself deep in the ground, making a large extent crater. And that's why all these issues have been constantly being addressed by bodies all over the world. The hammer throw, of course, without doubt, the Scots have many claims and associations with the event. That's the hammer throw, the precise competitive event, as we know today, was developed in the United States of America with a group of men, mainly of Irish extinction. We're now coming up to the first of the heats for the boys under 18, the 100 meters. Heat 1, lane 1 is vacant, lane 2 is Bharat Kumar, 2 is Lalit Bhatti, 4 is Om Rajendra, 5 is Daljeet, 6 is Vedant, 7 is Ashim, and 8 is Sanginini. Very clear there, very clear, the winner of the first heat. In lane number 4, Om Rajendra started off well. And there he is. So it is Om Rajendra Itkelwar of Maharashtra who takes the first heat in the boys under 18, the 100 meters. The qualifying mark 10.77. The meet record Gurinder Veer Singh in Hyderabad 10.74. The national record Ritik Malik at Mangalagiri 10.65.
From 7:30 to 9:30. I was requesting all of the people officials to have that within this time.
The second heat of the boys under 18 100 meters. Seven starters. The most popular of the track events, the 100 meters. Athletics, of course, is great fun and people of all ages can enjoy this particular sport. Athletic activities have always been traced back to the ancient Greeks who used to take part in the games of running, throwing and jumping. And the result of the first heat,
As per last
11.08 for Om Rajendra Itkelwar of Maharashtra.
between this.
Sangneni Harshvardhan of Telangana 11.20 and Jasjeet Singh Dhillon of Punjab 11.42. We're all set for the second of the heats. Lane 1 is vacant. In lane number 2 is Rahul Sharma representing Rajasthan. In lane 2 is Mohammad Rian Basha of Odisha. In 3 is Anshu Rajak of Uttar Pradesh. In 5 is Yarabolu Reddy of Telangana. In 6 is Mutanna KY of Karnataka. In 7 is Avadesh Kumar of Bihar. And in lane 8 is Lavi Sharma of Delhi. They set off. Lane 6 is strong. Lane 5 as well. In the outside, in lane 6, Mutanna KY of Karnataka. We will wait for the official confirmation of where this heat stood. But a good start there for Mutanna as also Avadesh Kumar and Yarabolu Reddy of Telangana. Lavi Sharma of Delhi.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, now we have the presentation of the prince participating in forward finals women under 18. First this time, representing Tamil Nadu, the Soundriya Politician
So the result of the
to fight the
second heat, KY Mutanna of Karnataka 11.05, Mohammad Revan Basha of Odisha 11.08 and Anshu Rajak of Uttar Pradesh 11.15.
and 3W2 Tanu Yadav representing Uttar Pradesh.
We are now coming up to the third heat of the boys under 18 100 meters. Shifting back to the hammer throw for the girls. 16 starters. The hammer throw. We're going back to history. John Flanagan, a native from the country Limerick, was the first man ever to throw 180 feet, and then followed the big names later on. However, it is a much longer throw requiring rotation, as we now shift back to the 100 meters, and that will be heat number 3. Lane number 3 is strong. In the outside, Amati Sharma of Delhi. In lane number 8, equally strong. It was Durvesh Deepak Pawar of Maharashtra who towards the end perhaps came up with a better finish, but it was a good start for lane number 3, lane number 4 Prashant Singh, and in the outside Amati Sharma. So we've gone through the motions of heat number 3. Wherever not good enough in the 2 heats in heat 1. It was 11.08 for Rajendra Itkelwar of Maharashtra. In the second heat, KY Muttanna 11.05. The qualifying mark 10.77.
11.52.
So 11.52 for Durvesh of Maharashtra. All three not in the
बिल्कुल
qualifying.
सही कहा आपने। हीट्स काफ़ी स्लो और डल सी नज़र आ रही हैं। जिस तरह से सुबह 3000 मीटर में एक लैंडमार्क यहाँ पर क्वालिफाई करके 8 एथलीट्स ने फिक्स किया है, उस हिसाब से यदि देखा जाए तो बाकी के इवेंट्स काफ़ी थोड़े से डल जा रहे हैं। एंड वी हैव टू वेट फॉर द फाइनल।
Shifting now to the hammer throw for girls. The morning session of 3 hours starting at 0645. Dipanshi here with her throw in the hammer. Dipanshi of Haryana foul in the first 2 throws. The qualifying Asian Youth mark 54.02 still not breached. The head of the hammer, as you all know, is allowed to touch the ground outside the circle at any time during the throw, but the thrower must continue to complete the throw, otherwise it counts as a failure. And the event, as we know, is a multi-rotational event. In terms of a very simple mechanics, the 2 basic principles identical to those of the shot put apply here as well. We're also coming up to heat number 4 in the boys 100 meters. The hammer throw continues at the far end of the stadium. 41.65 after 2 foul throws for Dipanshi. Heat number 4 of the boys 100 meters. Lav Rawat in 3, Deepak in 4, Mausam Das in 5, Ashish Kumar in 6, Pawan Kumar in 7, and Nishok in 8. Lane number 6 it is. Lane number 5 strong. That's close. And towards the end, lane number 7, 5 and 6 doing a good job. The first 3 heats not good enough to achieve the qualifying mark of 10.77. Khushbu 48.55 to start off with. A foul in the second. We are in the second round of the girls' hammer throw. Khushi 143 representing Haryana. $47.38 for her. Khushi with 2 fouls. Now attempting the third. Khushi is representing Haryana. Khushbu representing Delhi. And in the fourth of the heats, 11.36 for Pawan Kumar Pangi of Andhra Pradesh. Once again, not anywhere close to the qualifying mark of the boys 100 meters of 10.77. Khushi, 2 fouls. And what did she throw on the third? 41.17. Virender, most of these girls have fouled the first two and then have done well to achieve a clear one. Komal, of course, 39.65 and 42.79.
If we go to through the first two rounds, in the very first round, Khushbu, who towed a distance of 48.55 meters, and another athlete is Neha Yadav, who covered a distance of 48.7 meters. So these two girls are doing well in this event, but still far away from the qualifying mark. And here's the fourth heat number 4. It is heat number 5 of the 100-meter boys under 18. Again, now we move to the hammer throw, girls under 18, and here it is 242 Komal.
The distance, that's a foul there, the red flag going up. Shalu Bishnoi fouled in the first, 32.33 in the second. The distance in the hammer is determined by the speed of the release and the angle of the projection. And fouling Shalu Bishnoi in the third.
And here we have the results of the heat number 5, and the timing is 11.15 for the first place.
Sheetal Jagmalbai of Gujarat, 40.73, 41.11. She's done decently well to at least execute a clean throw. And here in the third, has she bettered 41.11. Like, of course, all athletic events, in the hammer, it is the speed which is the controlling factor. In this case, the speed of the release. The speed of the release will be at a maximum if the athlete turns as fast as possible and keeps the radius as long as possible. In terms, of course, of the simple body positions, the latter can be translated into meaning keep the arms athletically straight and keep the trunk erect. So Bhumi Jilubai 40.92, a foul in the second. And a foul in the third as well.
और अब गुरनूर कौर, पहला राउंड उनका पहला थ्रो जो है वो फाउल हुआ था, और ये सेकंड थ्रो 39.04, और देखना होगा तीसरे अटेम्प्ट में वो कितना थ्रो करती हैं. जैसा कि अभी मिलिंद वागले जी बता रहे थे कि हैमर थ्रो में स्पीड ऑफ द रोटेशन और एंगल आपका जो थ्रू का है वो निर्भर करता है कि आप कितना फासला तय करेंगे, कितनी दूरी तक फेंकेंगे। और इसके साथ साथ टेक्निक और आपके शोल्डर्स में ताकत भी होनी चाहिए।
So Kumkum 37.25 and a foul in the second, now attempting the third. The technique of the hammer throwing is almost completely centered around the ability, of course, to turn fast. M. Rida of Kerala. And the hammer throw, of course, demands a great skill, and like all throwing events, the balance is the key feature.
और कुमकुम का ये तीसरा अटेम्प्ट 39.46 मीटर का रहा है, लेकिन यदि देखा जाए दो एथलीट जो कि 48.55 और 48.7 मीटर का थ्रो पहले फेंक चुके हैं, उस तरह से काफ़ी परफॉर्मेंस जो इनका पिछड़ा हुआ यहाँ नज़र आ रहा है। और नेक्स्ट एथलीट है 198 रिधा एम। पहला अटेम्प्ट रहा है 38.77 मीटर का, दूसरे अटेम्प्ट में पिछड़ती हुई 37.18 मीटर का, और तीसरा अटेम्प्ट देखना होगा। और इसके पास प्रस्ताव तैयार है 129 रमीशा मकवाना। फिलहाल तैयार हो रही हैं रमीशा मकवाना, जो कि गुजरात का प्रतिनिधित्व कर रही हैं। और रिधा एम का परफॉर्मेंस तीसरे थ्रो में रहा है 40.7 मीटर का, इम्प्रूव करते हुए अपने थ्रो में। और रिमशा मकवाना पहले थ्रो में 45.2 मीटर, दूसरे में 45.34, और ये तीसरा अटेम्प्ट राइट थ्रो। एथलीट को बड़ी खुशी महसूस होती है जब वाइट फ्लैग अप होता है, और इंतज़ार रहता है उसे केवल अपना डिस्टेंस कितना है, कितना कवर किया है, उसके मेजरमेंट का।
Virender, देखो, you know, the girl or the boy has practiced over weeks and months to prepare for this event. And जैसे अभी आपने कहा कि अगर रेड फ्लैग ऊपर जाता है तो जाहिर है कि निराश काफ़ी होते हैं, क्योंकि इतने हफ्तों, इतने महीनों की जो ट्रेनिंग है वो सारी ज़ीरो पे आके पहुंच जाती है।
बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने। और कई बार ऐसा हुआ है कि उस पर्टिकुलर एथलीट का अटेम्प्ट बहुत अच्छा रहा है, डिस्टेंस बहुत अच्छा कवर किया है, परंतु रेड फ्लैग जैसे ही ऊपर हुआ है। और कई ऐसे मौके हमारे सामने आए हैं कि थ्रो इवेंट में रिकॉर्ड थ्रो होता था, परंतु फ्लैग रेड ऊपर होता था। तो यहाँ पर जाके निश्चित रूप से उन्हें बहुत निराशा होती है।
The hammer throw, of course, which involves initially accelerating the hammer from a static position, which you just saw, by forcing the hammer to follow a circular path around the stationary body. Watch that now. The circular path around the stationary body, and this phase, of course, which is known as the preliminary swing, which you're watching now. The wind-ups, well over half of the final speed is built up during these preliminary movements.
219 लक्ष्मी प्रसन्ना, जिन्होंने पहले दो अटेम्प्ट जो है दोनों फाउल किए थे, और तीसरा अटेम्प्ट भी उनका फाउल रहा है। और नेक्स्ट कॉम्पिटिटर हैं शिवानी शर्मा, जो कि हरियाणा से हैं।
The big girls, as you call them, from Haryana. 42.65 Virender, she should be in a medal position. 48.33 Khushbu, 45.2 is Ramisha, and 42.65 is Shivani Sharma. Most athletes, of course, perform the two circular movements with the hammer before turning the whole body, and the hammer through 360 degrees is what is known as the turn. The majority of athletes, of course, perform 3 such turns, although some have known to use 4, and each successive one faster than the previous turn. .64, 42.65. She's improved in the first 2 outings. Diksha Thorwade a cross in the first, which means it was a failed throw, 41.06. And I just saw the red flag going up for Diksha Thorwade.
तीसरा राउंड चल रहा है, और यदि हम परफॉर्मेंस की तरफ देखें तीनों राउंड में, तो फिलहाल जो खुशबू ने फासला तय किया था 48.55 मीटर का, और नेहा यादव ने 48.7 मीटर का, अभी तक फिलहाल ये 3 राउंड कंप्लीट होने तक इस फिगर के आसपास कोई भी नहीं पहुंच पाया है.
So 38.54, slipping from 41.06. Or Neha Yadav, 48.7. So Neha Yadav is lying in the first position with 48.7, although she had a first foul throw. We are now coming up to oh, that's huge. That looks huge. She definitely is one of the better throwers here in the fray. The big girl, Neha Yadav from Uttar Pradesh. Khushbu 48.33. Ramisha Makwana 45.2. And Neha Yadav 48. Oh, she's gone up to 53.95. Wonderful. Just short of 54.02. What does she need to do to get to that mark of 54.02? That last one was clearly a big one. Falling short by a whisker of 45.02. So Virender from 48.7, she's jumped to 53.95, but not good enough to get to 54.02.
But this was the 4th round, and this was the 3rd round, and still 3 more rounds to go, and we hope that she will achieve that mark.
You know, that's why I keep on saying, मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ कि इतनी पास थी मैं, इतनी पास थी 54.02, लेकिन कर नहीं पाई. So that's what this girl Neha Yadav must be telling herself. Dipanshi, 2 fouls. and 41.65 as we now get into round number 4. So Komal 39.65, 42.79 and 40.26. She's been hovering around the 40 plus, but not good enough to look at the figure of 54.02.
Now we move to the round 4 of the hammer throw, girls under 18, and the best performance in the 3 rounds after the 3 rounds is 53.95 by Neha Yadav. She improved a lot. The very first throw was 48.70 meters, and in the third attempt, she cleared 53.95. She achieved 53.95. Now we'll move towards the 4th round, but we have to wait as the judges will prepare a result after a 3 round. And I hope that best 12 will go further for the next 3 rounds, and the order of the throw will be reversed. पहले 3 राउंड हैमर थ्रो के हो चुके हैं। नेहा यादव जिन्होंने 53.95 का एक अच्छा थ्रो, अपना बेस्ट थ्रो अभी किया है। पहला जो उनका थ्रो रहा है वह फाउल था। सेकंड अटेम्प्ट में उनके द्वारा 48.7 मीटर 70 मीटर्स का अटेम्प्ट किया गया, 48.70 मीटर, और थर्ड अटेम्प्ट में उन्होंने 53.95 किया है। और इसी तरह यदि हम नज़र डालें खुशबू की तरफ, खुशबू जो कि दिल्ली का प्रतिनिधित्व कर रही हैं, उनके द्वारा पहले अटेम्प्ट में 58.55, सेकंड अटेम्प्ट उनका फाउल रहा था, और थर्ड अटेम्प्ट में उन्होंने 47.38। उनका परफॉर्मेंस जो है वो डाउन गया है, लेकिन नेहा का परफॉर्मेंस जो है उसका ग्राफ ऊपर की तरफ जा रहा है। उम्मीद करते हैं कि अगले 3 राउंड जो शेष हैं, इन 3 राउंड्स में भी इनका परफॉर्मेंस और इम्प्रूव हो, और जो एक क्वालिफाइंग मार्क यहाँ पर निर्धारित किया गया है एशियन यूथ के लिए 54.02, कुछ ज़्यादा अंतर नहीं है 54.02 और 53.95 में, लेकिन प्रयास करना होगा नेहा यादव को, और साथ ही साथ खुशबू को काफ़ी नज़दीक नज़र आ रही हैं। यदि वे अगले 3 अटेम्प्ट में अपना थोड़ा सा एकाग्रता अपने परफॉर्मेंस की तरफ, अपने अटेम्प्ट की तरफ बढ़ा लें, कंसंट्रेट करें, तो डेफिनेटली वो इस टारगेट को अचीव कर सकती हैं। हैमर थ्रो के प्रतिभागी इंतजार कर रहे हैं कि 3 राउंड कंप्लीट होने के बाद जो बेस्ट 12 आगे ऊपर जाएंगे नेक्स्ट 3 राउंड्स के लिए, और साथ ही साथ इनका जो ऑर्डर ऑफ अटेम्प्ट है थ्रोज का, वो भी अब रिवर्स कर दिया जाएगा। हैमर थ्रो के 3 राउंड हो चुके हैं और अगले 3 राउंड के लिए बेस्ट 8 एथलीट्स जो हैं वो आगे जाएंगे। और बेस्ट 8
So we're now getting underway for the final of the hammer throw for girls. 8 of them have qualified for the finals. 8 have been weeded out. Khushi of Haryana is one of them in the fray. And Virender, they're looking at 54.02. Achievable? Question is, will they achieve it?
just as the performance of Neha Yadav in the third throw 53.95, she is not too far away from the target, and I hope for Neha and also for the Khushbu. And now here's the fourth attempt of Khushi. It is 44.66 meters. And as to raise the question whether they achieve or not, and always the participant, those who are competing in this championship, where they have a selection trial for the Asian youth, every participant have a target, so they can achieve the target and get the qualifying mark and go through for the Asian Youth Championship. So I hope Neha Yadav can do better, and but on the other part, if we see the Khushbu's performance, it is going down as per the rounds. But Neha achieved a good point of 53.95 meters.
Most athletes, 45.42 for Dipanshi in the fourth round. They're all struggling to get to 54.02. Doesn't seem to be easy. Gurnur Kaur, 39.04 and now 41.96, attempting the fourth. Most athletes perform the 2 circular movements with the hammer before turning the whole body and the hammer through 360 degrees is what is known as the turn, and the majority of athletes perform 3 such turns, although some have been known to use 4, each successive one faster than the previous turn, before releasing the hammer high over the left shoulder. The number of turns performed by the thrower is partly skill. It also is a combination of a few other factors, dependent but largely physique dependent. 40.53, not good enough. Each turn takes the thrower about twice the length of one of the feet across the circle, and the circle only measures 7 feet. Remember, these throwers, the hammer throw, the final now coming up, or has come up, which is round 4 of the 16. 8 have been weeded out, and 8 now featuring in the final. You will now watch the turning movement made with one foot in contact with the ground all the time in the case of the right-sided thrower, and the pivot foot is on the left.
And here's the Komal with a distance of 40.67 meter.
I mentioned to you that they're all getting it tough to achieve 54.02. The closest was Neha Yadav with 53.95. She still has 2 more attempts to achieve that figure of 54.02. Shivani Sharma. She's progressed with each round 39.64, gone up to 42.65, and then as she made the final, she finished off with 44.25. Well, 44.32, she's improved, but not good enough. Still far, far away from 54.02.
And now it is Ramesha Makwana from Gujarat. 45.20, 45.34, but reduced in the third round with 43.53. Let's see in the fourth round. Ramisha Makwana.
The hammer, of course, is set into motion from a position behind the body, which you're now watching, with an action similar to an underarm bowling action. 45.2, 45.34, and 43.53, all hovering around 44, 45. We're soon going to be coming up to the women's 400 meters heats, the preliminary rounds.
There will be 3 heats in the girls under 18 400 meter, and in the very first heat, lane 1 is Reshma, Uttar Pradesh, lane 2 Rezona, West Bengal, 3 Nishu, Haryana, 4 Khushi Sadana, Maharashtra, 5 Kethavat Sindhu, Telangana, 6 Ashwani Singh, Delhi, 7 Axlane, Tamil Nadu, and 8 Ritushri, Karnataka. And here's the heat 1 for 400 meter girls under 18.
Well, there's no doubt that speed is the most essential element in these distances, the 100, 200 and the 400. In fact, many of the big coaches define sprinting as running at or close to maximum speed. The 400 meters is all about one lap of this ground or this stadium, which is what it is at any level. They're coming up to the far end of the stadium, completing 200 meters, now approaching the 100 meter mark, and all by herself, amazing in the 400 meters.
It is Rezona Malik, West Bengal, finishes at the first place.
If you remember, she was there in Guwahati,
Yeah.
Rezona Malik. We've spoken to her. The 400 meters where the meet record is in the name of Jissa Matthew of 53.88. The Asian qualifying mark is 57.36. Rezona Malik, if you recollect, her parents were there in Guwahati. She was teary-eyed. Her parents were teary-eyed. She comes from a very small village and has done well here. But look at the distance between number 1 and number 2 for a 400 meters. Quite a distance that she beat number 2.
And here we have the results of the 4th National Open 400 Championship 2023, recently held at Trivandrum, where Rezona Malik has created a new record with 53.22 seconds.
And what has she got here? As the results come in, 54.51. Well, nowhere close to what she has achieved, 53.22. The qualifying mark here is 57.36. So she's bettered that. So too have the others. The second one, Rezona Malik of Bengal, 54.51. The qualifying mark is 57.36. And Khushi of Maharashtra, 55.95. So Virender, The two of them have achieved the qualifying mark of 57.36.
So now the jumbo aircraft, the two more seats to go.
Well, the jumbo is being discontinued, a 777 perhaps.
777, okay. Now two more seats to book in that
Yes,
for Uzbekistan.
auguring well here for these championships. Coming up now to heat number 2.
Here we move on to the heat number 2 of the 400 meter girls under 18, and there will be 7 competitors.
It is frequently said that sprinters are born and not made. And although research indicates that this is true, an irate sprinter can become top class with the right training and competition, and we've seen that here. Virender from Arizona Malik, छोटे गांव से छोटे village से आती है, and look at her performance. You just mentioned that she set a national record recently of 53.22. Thank you, Neeraj, for that information. And now she's achieved 54.51 in the first of the heats. The second heat, which has a total of 7 starters, and then the third heat also has 7 starters.
Here I want to mention one thing very clearly, that Rezona Malik, who created a national record in the 400 meter, that is in girls under 16 400 meter, which is recently held at Trivandrum, the 4th National Open, and now here we are in the Youth National, that is under 18.
Interesting, very interesting. So she's done that record of 53.22 under 16. So she's quite capable of achieving that figure again today, although she's qualified.
And here's the lineup for the heat 2. In the end 2, it is Jagruti Zaru, Gujarat. 3, Roshani Yadav, Uttar Pradesh. 4, Isha Rajesh Jadhav, Maharashtra. 5, Nikita Pamwar, Haryana. 6, Shireen Aluwalia, Chandigarh. 7, Nimeksha Siddhi, Karnataka. And then 8, Shalini Saket, Madhya Pradesh.
There is no one physique which is dominant in sprinting, and the elite, of course, include all builds from lightly built, wiry runners through stocky powerhouses and tall, rangy striders to the big muscular strength athletes, which you're watching all of them. Techniques, of course, in the 400 meters vary. The lighter girls appear to float over the track, while muscular types tower their way to the tape, but all the runners have in common fast natural movements with rapid leg cadence. We haven't seen a false start since morning, the first one that I'm seeing, a false start.
Yes, the very first false start here in the 400 meter heat number 2. Villain sir, I remember the race of Hima Das in the under 20 at the world level, and at the last 50-meter stretch, how she gained a lead and won a gold medal. And here with that foul, the lane 7 goes out. That is Nimeksha Siddhi of Karnataka.
Very unfortunate for her, but that's the way the rule is. Perhaps a little bit of exuberance, perhaps a little bit of excitement. Big day, future stars. The 400 meters, strength, of course, is needed for sprinting. The performances can be improved by strength training for these young girls and boys. There is not a single relationship between strength and speed. It's not only the application of force that's important, but also the time in which it can be applied. That's the key sense of the 400 meters. The East Europeans used to dominate the 400 meters. The Jamaicans do it now. So too the Americans. Set off now on the lap. 400 meters. Heat 2. Got to maintain the same lanes. In lane number 6, is it? Or lane number 7? Vacant. Lane number 6 is Shireen of Chandigarh. As they now go to the far side on the 200 meters, having finished the back straight. And Virendra, this has been the pattern in the first heat where Arizona was up there by virtually 15 odd feet or 3 odd meters. And likewise here, too, in the second heat, lane number 3 or 4, Isha Rajesh Yadav of Maharashtra. And I did mention about each of them having a different physique. This girl very strong, broad shoulders, tall, lanky, and she makes full use of the application of force which she applied out here. So 2 heats gone through. We got the third one coming up very shortly.
Hello. My testing. 1, 2, 3.
Today is a slightly better day, Virendra, compared to as we shift now to the hammer throw. Neha Yadav disappointing there with a foul in the 4th round after having achieved 53.95. 56.55 and 57.35. The qualifying mark out here for the Asian youth is 57.36. So the two of them have done or achieved the qualifying mark. Isha Rajesh Yadav of Maharashtra, Virendra 56.55, and Roshni Yadav of Uttar Pradesh 57.35.
जब 100 मीटर की रेस चल रही थी
55.80 here for Neha Yadav in the 5th. She's done it.
Yes.
She's done it. 54.02 was what she had to achieve. She's done 55.80. And you are absolutely right, Virender. Whereas she is slowly but surely coming to round number 5 and 6. She says, time for me to do the qualifying mark.
Really. As we observed his very first attempt, it was a foul throw, and in the second attempt, 48.7, third attempt, 53.95, fourth attempt again foul, but in the fifth attempt, she achieved that mark with 55.8 meters.
तो आपके भाषा में क्या है? धीरे धीरे चलना.
धीरे चलना. Slow and steady wins the race.
You know, there are various theories, Virender, for this. Some are slow starters, achieve it late. Neha Yadav perhaps believes in this maximum. Foul से शुरू करो, pressure मेरे ऊपर डाल दो, and then I will achieve it towards the end.
बिल्कुल, लेकिन ये कोई भी एथलीट नहीं चाहेगा कि फाउल मेरे ऊपर डाल दिया जाए. यदि फाउल उनके ऊपर ऐसे डलते रहेंगे, निश्चित रूप से उनका जो एक मोराल है और उनका जो एक कंसंट्रेशन है, उसके ऊपर इसका प्रभाव पड़ता है. And now here we move to the heat number 3 of 400 meter girls under 18, and lane 2 is Radha Yadav from Madhya Pradesh, 3 Mahi Nandal Haryana, 4 Arya Govardhan Maharashtra, 5 Geeta Chokshi Karnataka, 6 Tahura Khatun West Bengal, 7 Tanisha Bhatt Uttarakhand, 8 Neeru Pathak Delhi. And here it goes.
In order to go faster, which you're going to watch these athletes, the important aspect is the drive of the leg backward has to be faster than the ground is moving away from her. Inevitably, there comes a point which you'll see where she cannot achieve this, and then make sure that the maximum speed is employed. This is, of course, simplified explanation of the mechanics of ground forces, and in reality, at the maximum speed, the picture is complicated by slight braking. In the lead is Niru Patak, 111 or Nelson as it's commonly called, not a very lucky number, but for Niru Patak, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. It is Niru Patak drawn in lane number 8 who wins the third heat. She is representing Delhi.
And at the second is Tahura Khatun, 326 from West Bengal. And here we finish the heats of 400 meter girls under 18. Total 3 heats, first and second from each heat, and the best 2 losers will go for the final. And again now we move towards the hammer throw. Here it is Gurnor Kaur, 236. The fifth attempt was of 43.11 meters. And Gurnor Kaur's last attempt was 42.03 meters. Here his competition finished, and now bib number 168. Shivani Sharma from Haryana. Fifth attempt was foul. All 4 in a very progressive way. 39.64, 42.65, 44.25, 44.32, and the fifth was foul. And now we have to wait for the result of the sixth over, and it is 44.79. Very far away from
55 point कुछ था ना नेहा यादव 80.
And here it is 129 Ramisha Makwana from Gujarat.
So Virender, only one of them has been able to achieve the qualifying mark of 54.02, having done 55.80. The others have all been around that mark, some of them in the 40s, but not good enough to approach 54.02. Neha Yadav, the girl from Uttar Pradesh, has been the strongest of them. Look at this girl again, Ramisha Makwana, all in the 45s. 45.2, 45.34, 45.53, 46.3 and 43.55.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने. जिस तरह से नेहा यादव ने अपने परफॉर्मेंस में लगातार सुधार किया है, हर अटेम्प्ट में उनका जो ग्राफ है वो ऊपर की तरफ गया है, और उसी का नतीजा सामने निकल कर आया है 55.80 के इस अटेम्प्ट के साथ कि उन्होंने क्वालिफाइंग मार्क को पीछे छोड़ा. परंतु दूसरी तरफ उम्मीदें हमें खुशबू के साथ भी रही हैं, परंतु देखना होगा कि खुशबू अपने परफॉर्मेंस को यहाँ पर बिखेर पाती हैं या नहीं. परंतु उनके लगातार फाउल यहाँ पर हुए हैं. फिफ्थ अटेम्प्ट में भी उन्होंने फाउल किया है. निश्चित रूप से फोर्थ अटेम्प्ट में उनका परफॉर्मेंस 48.94 गया है. पहला अटेम्प्ट उनका 48.55 का था, परंतु लास्ट अटेम्प्ट देखना होगा. दीपांशी अपना लास्ट अटेम्प्ट यहाँ पर करती हुई, और ये फाउल और इसी तरह कंपटीशन इनका यहाँ पर खत्म। बेस्ट परफॉर्मेंस उनका रहा है 46.99 मीटर्स का, जो कि उन्होंने 5th अटेम्प्ट में अचीव किया था। खुशबू, एक बार पुनः आपके स्क्रीन पर, पहला अटेम्प्ट रहा था 48.55 मीटर्स का, सेकंड अटेम्प्ट फाउल, तीसरे अटेम्प्ट में 47.38 और चौथे अटेम्प्ट में 48.94 मीटर उन्होंने किया था। पांचवा अटेम्प्ट उनका फिर फाउल था। ये छठवां 6th और लास्ट अटेम्प्ट है। एक मौका है उनके पास अपने परफॉर्मेंस में सुधार करने का, और जो एक टारगेट यहाँ पर निश्चित किया हुआ है 54.02 मीटर का क्वालिफाइंग मार्क एशियन यूथ के लिए, काफ़ी पीछे हैं यदि थ्रो के इस इवेंट में देखा जाए, और ये लास्ट अटेम्प्ट है उनका, परंतु जीत उनकी निश्चित है, मेडल उनका पक्का है।
आप यहाँ भी देखो वीरेंद्र की, खुशबू की जो परफॉर्मेंस है 47.38 से लेके 48.94, यानी she's been so close to that 54.02. It's not easy to get there, I know, but what do you need to do? That's the question. What do you need to do to get past those 47s and 48s? I'm there. But
बिल्कुल
I'm not good enough to get to
And
54.04.
here the last attempt of 44.46 meters.
So, this is what she needs to get back to the drawing board again. And which is why I must compliment Neha Yadav. Improved with every throw.
Yes.
She didn't come down. And then that final one, 55.80, which got her she's got one more. But look at the progression. 48.7 up to 53.95. I said that, she's been so close, 55.80, and now on to a last.
Of course, she qualified the qualifying mark of the Asian youth, but she is far, far behind from the national record and mate record performance.
आ जाएगा. It will come with the passage of time. Doesn't come overnight. But when you know that you qualified for an international event, she has fouled there.
Yes, it was not a good attempt.
But she's happy, I'm sure, having qualified 55.8 with a mark of 54.02 being achieved.
Most of the good throwers, when they perform any throw, and if they see that the throw is not a proper up to the distance, they intentionally make a foul of that. They don't want to measure that particular throw. And here we have finished the hammer throw, and we moved on to the track. (400-meter boys under 18 heats). There will be 3 heats, and the heat 1 is over. Just now we finished the heat 1 of the 400-meter boys under 18, and the winner of the first place is with the timing of 48.12 seconds, and the qualifying mark is 48.70 meter. And here the Navpreet Singh of Delhi clears that mark with the timing of 48.12 seconds, and at the second place is Rahul from Haryana with 49.43 seconds, far away from the qualifying mark. The one more seat we have to book now in the 777.
Oh yes, absolutely. So augurs well for these athletes here on day 1. where we've seen a spate of wonderful performances, starting off with the 3000 meters in the morning for both girls and boys, where a total of 8 between the two, the girls and the boys, qualified or achieved the qualifying standard. As we now shift our attention to heat number 2 in the 400 meters. Remember the speed of the muscles. We've been talking of various factors as far as the 400 meters or any event is concerned, because of the critical timing and the speed of the muscles. The sprinters, of course, requires a very rapid recruitment of his forces with a hair trigger excitable motor system. So, not as bad as it was yesterday when I arrived around this time at 9 o'clock. It was a little warm. The morning today were pleasant. Ideal conditions for the 3000 meters for the girls and boys, and that perhaps is one of the reasons as to why they achieved a good standard timing. Heat number 2. All the 8 lanes are occupied. Lane 1, Lakshmanna Shurde of Andhra Pradesh, Sahil Malik into Uttarakhand, Jason James Castellino of Maharashtra in 3, Lakshit Panwar of Delhi in 4, Rohit of Haryana in 5, Rishi Mavir, Madhya Pradesh in 6, Sheikh Azharuddin, Telangana in 7, and Sandeep Balaji of Tamil Nadu in 8. That's the lineup for Heat 2. The qualifying mark 48.70, 1 lap. The meet record Sandeep Sunday of at Ranchi 47.65. The national record Chandan Bauri 46.99. Onto the back straight. The athletes who do short-term intensive work appear to be able to fire their motor units. The flow of the sprinter that you watch now in the lead, the critical combination of selective arousal, activation, and the relaxation. It's the same pattern, Virender. The lone ranger, the lone leader, pushing them in lane 2.
Shaq Hasaruddin
In the outside.
from Telangana.
So Telangana and the South has always produced good 400 meter runners. And yes, here is Sheikh Azharuddin of Telangana taking number 1.
But we have to see whether in the timing in the first heat was 48.12 seconds, and whether Sheikh Azharuddin give better timing than that.
So yes, this was lane heat number 2. We're now going to be coming up to heat number 4 or 3. "11 finals slated for the day. We've had 2 of them. The 3000 meters for girls to start off with. The 3000 meters for boys. And in case you've switched on this channel late, the 3000 meters this morning with the girls, Anju Bala 10 minutes 20.16, Manisha the second, and Sonam Parmar the third. In the boys, the 3000 meters final, Aman Kumar 8:35.86, Yogeshwar in second, Vikas Kumar Bind of Madhya Pradesh third.
And here in the heat number 2, Sheikh Hasaruddin of Telangana with a timing of 49.43 seconds, far away from the qualifying mark. And also, if we compare the heat 1 and heat 2, heat 1 was faster than the heat 2. And now we move to the heat 3 for the 400 meter, boys under 18. And here's the lineup for the heat number 3. Lane 2, Abhay Singh from Madhya Pradesh. Lane 3, Sharan M from Tamil Nadu. 4, Manchipalli Ramesh from Telangana. 5, Vikas. Manchipalli Ramesh from Telangana, and in lane 5, Vikas from Haryana. Lane 6, Dhruv Kumar Singh from Maharashtra. Lane 7, Andhru Ballal from Karnataka, and lane 8, Shivam from Uttar Pradesh. And the qualifying mark is 48.70 meters. And heat number 3, जैसा कि हमने देखा इसके पहले 400 मीटर गर्ल्स हीट्स में ही उन्होंने क्वालिफाइंग मार्क को अचीव कर लिया. क्या हम इसमें एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं?
Well, every race has its own idiosyncrasies. I suspect it also depends on who the others are.
Yeah,
If
definitely.
someone pushes you, then the possibility of you achieving a mark is much higher because you're being pushed.
बिल्कुल.
So that's the principle in life. If you're pushed to achieve something by someone else, you say, "Oh, I'm being pushed. I need to do better." So that's, I think, the principle here in the third heat as well. So
बिल्कुल, कंपटीशन जैसा होगा वैसा ही परफॉर्मेंस आएगा. निश्चित रूप से बाकी कॉम्पिटिटर्स जो आपके साथ हैं उनके ऊपर बहुत निर्भर करता है कि आपकी हीट का स्तर क्या है, स्टैंडर्ड क्या है.
Stand up, please. On your mark.
फोर 400 मीटर बॉयज अंडर 18 की ये हीट नंबर 3. एक अच्छी शुरुआत. दो 200 मीटर की दूरी तय कर ली है और होम स्टेट की तरफ बढ़ते हुए और एक बार फिर आउटर ट्रैक से लेन नंबर 8 से आगे बढ़ते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं शिवम. होम स्टेट में एंटर किया. और लेन 3 से बिब नंबर 703 शरण एम जो कि तमिलनाडु से हैं, उन्होंने पहले स्थान पर फिनिश किया. और इसी के साथ 400 मीटर बॉयज अंडर 18 के ये हीट्स यहाँ पर संपन्न हुई. And here we have the results of the heat number 3 of boys under 18. M. Sharan finished as the first place from Tamil Nadu with a timing of 48.52 seconds. And the qualifying mark for the 400 meter boys under 18 is 48.70 meters. So here's another one.
So the more the merrier. The party has begun, as they say, with so many of these young athletes under 18 making a bid to qualify for the Asian Youth to be held in Uzbekistan, and they've done well. I must say, in approximately 3 hours of competition that we've seen here so far, or 2.5 hours of competition, we've seen a very high level from these boys and girls.
previous results.
Jack and Jill went up there. So, early in the morning at around 7 o'clock, when all of you were sleeping, perhaps just got up. It's a weekday. Friday is a weekday, and you're heading towards office or preparing to go to office in the big cities, the small cities. A cup of tea with your family and breakfast. But this boy and some of the others set out on a journey. The journey was 3,000 meters. An event which is grueling. It requires a lot of endurance, stamina, and Aman Kumar just did that. 8 minutes 35.86, a mark which perhaps qualifies him for the Asian youth in Uzbekistan. Aman, आप हरियाणा से आते हैं, कौन सी जगह से आते हैं?
जज्जर हरियाणा से।
ये बताओ कि हरियाणा माहिर है डिस्कस थ्रोअर्स, शॉट पटर्स, हैमर थ्रोअर्स, रेसलिंग के लिए माहिर है, बॉक्सिंग के लिए माहिर है, अखाड़े हैं वहाँ पर। तो 3000 मीटर्स आपने कैसे अपनाई?
सर वो मेरे पापा ने बताया था कि रनिंग करो, और फिर हमें कोच साहब ने सपोर्ट किया हमें बहुत। और अभी 2 साल से मैं सिंह सर के पास ही प्रैक्टिस कर रहा हूँ, साई सेंटर भोसला मिलिट्री स्कूल नासिक में। और उधर ही कविता रावत सिस्टर है हमारी, उनके साथ जुड़े हुए हैं हम।
Wonderful. He mentioned, and we are also going to talk to his coach subsequently, but he mentioned about Kavita Raut, and you all know that Kavita Raut came from a small little village. Kavita Raut had to run a few mountains or hills to come to Nasik to train, and then she went on to represent India at the 5,000 and the 10,000 meters, and also at the marathon. आपने क्या कविता राउत से सीखा है?
कविता रावत सिस्टर ने हमें ये सिखाया है कि कभी हार मत मानना और हमेशा लास्ट तक फाइट करो, तब तक रेस ख़त्म नहीं होती हमारी।
आज हम ये देख रहे थे, हम कविता के बारे में और भी बात करेंगे आपके साथ में, लेकिन आज इस रेस में आप, योगेश्वर, विकास कुमार, फिर उसके बाद रवि और सौरभ एक बंच में थे। तो किस मुकाम पे आपने सोचा कि मैं अब काफ़ी हो गया, मेरे साथ आप लोग थे लेकिन मैं अब आगे चला जाऊंगा?
सर वो हमारे कोच साहब की प्लानिंग थी, वो उस हिसाब से हमने रेस को उठाया। लास्ट में कोच ने बताया था 500 मीटर से प्लिंग करना लास्ट में, वैसे ही कोच के हिसाब से रेस लगाई है बिल्कुल।
तो ये बताओ कि हरियाणा से यहाँ पर आपने नासिक में अब शिफ्ट किया है। भोसला मिलिट्री स्कूल बहुत एक अच्छी नोन स्कूल है, फ़ौज में काफ़ी वहाँ से लोग जाते हैं। तो कुछ विचार है फ़ौज ज्वाइन करने का?
सर अभी तो स्पोर्ट्स का ही है, अभी नेक्स्ट टारगेट है जो ये यूथ एशिया में गोल्ड का।
और तो उसके लिए कैसी तैयारी चल रही है आपकी?
उसके लिए अच्छी तैयारी चल रही है।
तो अच्छी तैयारी का मतलब क्या होता है? आपका दिन, आप जब उठते एक आध दिन और शाम तक आप क्या क्या करते हैं?
सुबह उठ के ग्राउंड जाते हैं, फिर आके ब्रेकफास्ट वगैरह, फिर दोपहर में सोते, फिर शाम को ट्रैक पर चले जाते हैं।
तो ये बताओ कि कभी कभी नहीं लगता कि मैं घर से इतने दूर आया हूँ, मेरे वहाँ के दोस्त, वहाँ का माहौल मैं मिस करता हूँ?
सर मिस तो बहुत करते हैं, पर लेकिन थोड़ा बहुत करना पड़ता है, छोड़ना पड़ता है बहुत कुछ करने के लिए।
Well, brilliant. That's what he said. Sacrifices are the most important thing in life, and that's what Aman Kumar did out here. इसके पहले आपके पास पासपोर्ट है?
हाँ सर पासपोर्ट तो है।
तो बताओ कि कोई इसके पहले फॉरेन ट्रिप की आपने?
नहीं, इससे पहले कुछ नहीं किया है।
तो अब जब आपने 3000 मीटर जीती और आशा है कि आपने क्वालिफाई करके आप उज़्बेकिस्तान शायद जाएंगे, जब तक नाम नहीं निकलता है, और हम तो प्रार्थना करते हैं हमेशा कि हमारे बच्चों को एक अच्छा मौका मिले, फ़ॉरेन जाए, फ़ॉरेन कंपटीशन के साथ में पार्ट लें। तो कैसे महसूस हुआ आपने जब फिनिशिंग लाइन पे पहुँचे?
बहुत अच्छा महसूस हुआ, और क्वालिफाई का टाइम देखा तो और बहुत खुशी हुई हमें।
कोच साहब के साहब के बारे में कुछ बात करेंगे आप?
हाँ, हमारे कोच मुझको बहुत सपोर्ट करते हैं और हमारे साथ हर कंपटीशन में जाते हैं साथ में, बिल्कुल फुल सपोर्ट है कोच साहब की तरफ से।
ये बताओ कि हमने अभी बात की, वी आर टॉकिंग टू द कोच ऑफ अमन कुमार एंड सो मेनी ऑफ द अदर्स इन नासिक। हमेशा एथलेटिक मीट में हम मिलते हैं। हमने अभी कविता राउत के बारे में बात की, तो हरियाणा से, झाझर से ये लड़का आया है। कविता राउत काफ़ी 2-3 पहाड़ चढ़ के बेयरफुट, पैर में कुछ नहीं होता था, वो नासिक आती थी ट्रेनिंग के लिए। मैंने तो उनके साथ काफ़ी बात की है नेशनल गेम्स, नेशनल इवेंट्स में, साउथ एशियन गेम्स में। तो इन बच्चों में ऐसे क्या चीज़ है कि ये सब कुछ छोड़ देते हैं और ये मुकाम पे पहुंचते हैं कि मुझे पहले ही आना है?
नहीं सर, ऐसा है, जो बच्चे सब कुछ छोड़ देने का एक सबसे बड़ा रीज़न है कि बच्चों का बिलीव, वो विश्वास करते हैं कि हम आकर के नासिक में ट्रेनिंग कर रहे हैं, जैसा भी मैं कराता हूं, उनको फुल बिलीव रहता है कि हम यहां पे आएंगे, हमको सक्सेस मिलेगा। तो उसमें पेरेंट भी और बच्चे भी सब कुछ अपना त्याग करके, एक कंसंट्रेशन करके अपने टारगेट के बारे में सोचते हैं।
इसके बारे में 3000 मीटर आपके पास जो बच्चे हैं, जैसे हमने कहा कि कविता 5000, 10,000, फिर मैराथन, तो लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस की स्पेशलिटी आपने कैसे अपनाई है?
सर आपको मालूम है, मैं 91 में मैंने ज्वाइन किया था साई में, तो मैं कुछ पहले सालों में स्प्रिंट पे भी काम करता रहा। एक मिनी सुवर्णा 2002 में बेस्ट एथलीट थी। पर मैंने देखा जो स्पेशली नासिक की जो सराउंडिंग टैलेंट थी वो स्पेशली मिडिल लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस के लिए थी। तो फिर मैंने सब छोड़ करके मिडिल लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस में कंसंट्रेशन किया। आपको मालूम है, कविता राउत को मैं घर से लाया, फिर मोनिका आइस, अभी संजीवनी प्रेजेंट में है, दुर्गा देव रहे। तो उस क्षेत्र से लगभग मेरे 10-11 बच्चे एशियन मेडलिस्ट हैं, ओलंपिक भी सब खेले हैं। और उसी हिसाब से फिर धीरे धीरे, अभी एक्चुअली आपको भी शायद मालूम नहीं, मैं मुजफ्फरनगर का रहने वाला हूँ। तो ये जो हरियाणा बेल्ट है ये जाट हैं, मैं भी जाट। तो इनको नहीं मालूम था कि मैं नॉर्थ से हूँ। तो जैसे इन बच्चों को पता लगा कि मैं नॉर्थ से हूँ, तो इन सभी बच्चों का, चाहे हरियाणा से हो चाहे यूपी से हो, सबका एक जो है अट्रैक्शन नासिक की तरफ को आता गया कि वहाँ पर हम कंटिन्यूस रिजल्ट दे रहे थे। और जब आके बच्चे देख रहे हैं वहाँ का क्लाइमेटिक इतना अच्छा है, लोगों की सपोर्ट बहुत अच्छी है, तो उस कारण सबका कंसर्न होता गया और बच्चे में फुल डेडिकेशन है सर।
ये एक जो मिसकंसेप्शन है या विचार है कि जो लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस रनर है वो पहाड़ से आते हैं, तो ये सिद्ध होता है कि जैसे अमन ने आज सिद्ध किया है, काफ़ी गुवाहाटी में हमने देखा, निटजाम में देखा कि 3000 मीटर, 1600 मीटर में भी बच्चे हरियाणा जो प्लेन से आते हैं वो अच्छे करते हैं।
हाँ नहीं सर, बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं। अभी जो पहाड़ अगर आप देखेंगे, नासिक में जिस एरिया में कविता है उसमें थोड़ा पहाड़ है, जहाँ से मोनिका है वहाँ पे पहाड़ नहीं है। अभी पूनम सोना ने भी एशियन मेडलिस्ट है, उसके गांव में पहाड़ नहीं है। अभी जो हमारे टॉप बच्चे चल रहे हैं 10,000 में, जैसा कार्तिक है, कार्तिक बच्चा सहारनपुर से है। तो पर यह है कि उन बच्चों को उस तरह का माहौल नहीं मिल पा रहा वहाँ पे, क्योंकि मिडिल लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस के लिए ग्रुप चाहिए। वो ग्रुप कहीं इकट्ठा नहीं हो रहा था। अभी इंडिया में 3 ही ग्रुप, एक नेशनल कैंप, आर्मी और तीसरा नासिक।
और ये बताओ कि अगर एक बच्चे को ये जो हमारा प्रोग्राम देख रहे हैं, तो बच्चे को आप क्या कहेंगे? आज एथलेटिक्स में काफ़ी बढ़ावा में आए एएफआई से।
हाँ सर, एएफआई से बहुत बढ़ावा मिल रहा है। मैं बच्चों को यही कहूँगा, उनके पेरेंट्स को भी, कि आप बच्चे को स्पोर्ट्स स्टार्ट कराइएगा, उससे अर्ली रिजल्ट की उम्मीद मत कीजिएगा। ये लॉन्ग टर्म प्लान है, बड़े आराम से, बड़े सिस्टम से इन बच्चों को मेडल लेने दीजिएगा। उन पे जल्दी में मेडल लेने का प्रेशर नहीं होना चाहिए। यही हमारी फेडरेशन का भी है। मैं भी यही बताना चाहता हूँ, हमको नेचुरल वे से जा करके एक सर्टेन एज में, जब हमारी 25-26 साल की एज होती है, वो हमारा पीक परफॉर्मेंस हो जाता है। प्रॉब्लम क्या हो रहा है इंडिया में, बच्चे बहुत जल्दी रिजल्ट की तैयारी में लगा कर कई बार ओवरलोड हो जाते हैं, और जो टाइम हमारा पीक परफॉर्मेंस का, उस टाइम में हम स्पोर्ट छोड़ देते हैं।
बिल्कुल, सो वेरी वेल सेड। आई थिंक द mantra in all walks of life, a child is not born overnight. It takes 9 months for the mother to deliver a child. Everything in life takes its own time. Have the patience. Don't adopt unfair means is what Mr. Coach is telling us. And if that is adopted, then I see no reason as to why India should not continue to produce champions in the future.
तो ये थे अमन, जिन्होंने 3000 मीटर दौड़ में पहला स्थान अर्जित किया था, और आपसे रूबरू करवा रहे थे अंतर्राष्ट्रीय कमेंटेटर मिस्टर मिलिंद वागले जी। और फिलहाल हम बढ़ रहे हैं ट्रैक पर, जहां पर 100 मीटर हर्डल्स की 2 हीट आयोजित होने जा रही हैं। गर्ल्स अंडर 18 की 100 मीटर हर्डल्स, जिसका नेशनल रिकॉर्ड 100 मीटर हर्डल का जो है PM तबिता के नाम से है 13.70 सेकंड्स का, और मीट रिकॉर्ड मेघना शेट्टी के नाम से है 14.06 सेकंड्स के साथ। 2 हीट आयोजित की जानी है, फर्स्ट, सेकंड, थर्ड फ्रॉम ईच हीट, and 2 best losers will go to the final. And here's the lineup. In lane 3 is Aliza Aftab Mullah from Maharashtra. 4 is Isha Elizabeth Ranjit from Karnataka. 5, Arola Pranathi from Telangana. 6, Yamini Karthikeyan from Tamil Nadu. 7, Antresa Matthew from Kerala. 8, Ladhava Vidhi Kishore Bhai from Gujarat. And this is Heat 1.
So they are off their blocks there. This takeoff is the most important. Watch the hurdle takeoff, the eccentric thrust of the takeoff leg, greater than in running. Countered as you now watch. Oh, what a way! What a way to win this!
Lane 5, it is Arola Pranathi from Telangana who finishes at the first place.
Yes, the upper body movements, the trunk did not have to twist away from the square position for this girl. The arm on the side of the driving leg was driven so well forward to the leading foot in an exaggerated fashion and involved a free forward foot in a double arm action. Amazing, absolutely amazing. It's so joyous, Virender, when you watch these young girls and the boys. Hurdling, of course, is an art. You know, hurdling is an art, and we've seen some of the best hurdlers in the world perform these with so much of finesse, gliding, as they say, over the hurdles, gliding like
Yes, bilkul.
like a bird is gliding over the ocean. The albatross, the bird, the famous bird albatross, gliding over the ocean. So victory there for lane number 5, Airoli Pranati of Telangana. Telangana has always produced good sprinters and good hurdlers.
बिल्कुल आपने सही कहा, हर्डल्स के ऊपर से बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से ग्लाइड कर रहे थे और इट इज़ अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग इवेंट। और टेक्निक जहाँ इसमें आपको बहुत ज़्यादा मदद करती है, उसी के कारण आप जो है बहुत क्लियर अपने हर्डल्स को क्रॉस कर पाते हैं। एंड नाउ वी मूव टू द हीट नंबर 2।
5 athletes in the second heat. 1 and 2 are vacant. 8 is vacant. 14.24, the mark to be breached for a qualification. मैं इससे नहीं
सिर्फ अचीव करा है।
So 15.02, far away from 14.24 for Arola Pranati. This was the heat, so she will do better in the finals coming up. Yamini Karthikeyan of Tamil Nadu, 15.85, and Antrisha Matthew of Kerala, 15.92. Same old story. We'll talk about that after the finish of this, where South dominates the sprint events and the hurdles. Beautiful view. This is a wonderful view of the hurdles, where you require so much in terms of flexibility plus coordination. The tall hurdler, as we all know, has the leg length, the important criterion, the advantage of a higher center or mass than the shorter athletes. The advantage, of course, but the taller athlete has the disadvantage of a longer, heavier leading leg with larger momentum of inertia, sometimes results in a sluggish rise over the hurdles. So there you are. Heat 2. Bhavna, Tamil Nadu 3. Khushbu, Haryana 4. Glorymoy Jose, Kerala 5. Apurva Naik, Karnataka 6. Anjali Sylvia, Tamil Nadu 7. So except for Haryana in 4, it's Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. The beauty of South India. There they go. In a flash. Lane 1, strong. In fact, lane 3 correction, strong. In the outside, Anjali Sylvia picking up Anand Naik. But look at the inside there. Bhavna ji of Tamil Nadu just walks away in the hurdles.
बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने। इनर साइड से ट्रैक का जो था वहाँ से बिब नंबर 271 भावना जी जो कि तमिलनाडु से हैं, उन्होंने बहुत ही क्लियर लीड के साथ यहाँ पर फिनिश किया है। 100 मीटर हर्डल्स गर्ल्स अंडर 18 दूसरी हीट यहाँ पर संपन्न। दो हीट आयोजित की गई हैं, फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड फ्रॉम ईच हीट, और 2 लूजर्स को फाइनल में जगह मिलेगी। और इसके पश्चात हम मूव कर रहे हैं 110 मीटर हर्डल, 110 मीटर हर्डल्स बॉयज अंडर 18
called the high hurdles, the most demanding of all the athletic events, as they say. But Virender, I'm going back into the two heats. If you look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the first and 5 in the second, Bhavna Ji, Tamil Nadu 15.49, Anjali, Tamil Nadu 16.00, and Glorymoy Jose of Kerala 16.21. So if you look at 6 plus 5, 13, 11 correction athletes who ran the two, except for Haryana 1 and Gujarat 2.
and 1 Maharashtra.
Well, I'll put Maharashtra somewhere in the south region, the border of the south. Oh, okay, take out Maharashtra. So you're talking 9 athletes
From the southern
from the
part
southern
of the
part of the country. And this is what we've been watching in the sprint and the hurdles. And when I spoke to Aman Kumar, who won the 3000 meters, this fallacy that long distance runners come only from the hills, the mountains, has been defeated.
Yeah,
Both the boys and the girls in the 3000 meters were from Haryana.
from Haryana.
And the coach Vijay Singh was saying that, and I know that because I've followed her for the last 15 odd years, Kavita Raut. Except for her, all his trainees in Nasik are from the plains. So these are fallacies, which can be defeated by an athlete or a human being if, as you keep on mentioning, and Aman Kumar mentioned this, I sacrifice. He's not been home. The boy has not been home for the last 2 years. Can you imagine? We are here for 3 days, and I'm looking forward to going and seeing my grandson after 3 days. So this boy not being home for 2 years, he's not made his friends. He's not sat on the lakeside or the katta, as we call it, and had fun with his friends. But he sacrificed.
बिल्कुल, sacrifice for what? To achieve something.
To me, the sacrifice is one goal.
Yeah.
The tricolor. The tricolor.
बिल्कुल निश्चित रूप से समर्पण की भावना यदि आपके अंदर है, यदि आप-
In our case, it's the tricolor. But the athlete of every nation, the dream is to become a star at the Olympic Games, the World Championships, the Commonwealth Games. I still remember talking to Roger Kingdom. The 110 hurdles are coming up on your picture frame in a short while from now. And I remember speaking to Roger Kingdom, the former world record holder and Olympic champion at the 110 meters hurdle. And he said, I was not in the same class as Jesse Owens or Carl Lewis, but I had a dream, and all dreams come true. And in a 20-minute interview, he said that about 20 times. So, for all these athletes, dream come true. The AFI doing a wonderful job in promoting athletics, track and field over the last 5 odd decades that I'm now running to. But it's not me. It's not me. It's us. It's us. It's not me. It's us. Each of us having to contribute. How many people realize that there are a few hundred officials out here? Yesterday at the technical delegates meet, everyone watching this telecast on the AFI channel must be saying, यार क्या बात है यार, इतनी आसानी से such events can be organized. No, 100 plus athletes. Satish Uchal sitting next to me will perhaps tell me a figure, but close to 100 athletes, officials.
100 officials.
People who support the volunteers. That goes on to make events a success.
बिल्कुल, आपने जो वॉलंटियर्स की जहाँ पे बात की है, आजकल स्पोर्ट्स स्पेसिफाइड वॉलंटियर्स जो हैं बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट हो गए हैं। इस तरह के इवेंट्स को सक्सेस करने के लिए, चाहे वो नेशनल इवेंट हो, चाहे वो आप अपने स्टेट के अंदर भी मीट कर रहे हो।
अब तो ज़माना ऐसे आ गया है वीरेंद्र कि आपने देखा होगा, पढ़ा होगा, सुना होगा कि ओलंपिक गेम्स और कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स में वॉलंटियर्स की अलग अलग देशों से रिक्वेस्ट मंगाई जाती है.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल।
It is called 2 years before they are trained. They're trained to be good volunteers. Remember, the success or the disaster of a meet, and I'm talking of athletics now. I'm concentrating this discussion only on athletics. The success or a disaster of an athletic meet at any level depends on a team.
बिल्कुल सही कहा।
It is not the head of the team.
Yes, it's
The
true.
head of the team can only be as good as the other members of the team. So
Yes, we can say that SSVs are the backbone of the championship nowadays.
that's right, absolutely. So it's good to see these young boys and girls from Udupi, Mangalore, the neighboring small towns, which we pass, Padbidri, Mulki. Udupi is not only about the temples and the cuisine. It's all about hospitality. It's all about uh, the people who have organized this, aided the ages of the Udupi District Athletic Association, the Karnataka State Athletic Association, and the AFI, all put together as a team, making this a huge success. And what better feeling for me and you to be a part of an event. 10 years from now, or 5 years from now, some of these girls and boys will wear India colors, at a higher level. They will wear India colors at the junior level, but they'll wear India colors at the higher level. And what joy for you and me when we sit back and say, oh, I was there.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने। आज यहाँ पर जो 18th एडिशन में यहाँ बच्चे पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं, जो एथलीट पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं, यही भविष्य है, यही फ्यूचर है। और इनकी मेहनत और इनका जो समर्पण, सेक्रीफाइस की जो आपने बात करी है, निश्चित रूप से घर से लंबे समय तक दूर रहकर केवल अपनी ट्रेनिंग के ऊपर कंसंट्रेट करना और ट्रेनिंग के साथ साथ अपने कोच, अपने प्रशिक्षक जो हैं, उनके द्वारा दिए गए इंस्ट्रक्शंस, उनके द्वारा दिए गए प्रोग्राम्स को फॉलो करना, सीरियसली उसमें अपना पूरा समर्पण का भाव रखते हुए अपनी प्रैक्टिस को अंजाम देना, तभी जाकर आपके सामने नतीजे निकल कर आएंगे, रिजल्ट्स निकल कर आएंगे। और आगे जाके जैसा कि मिलिंद वागले जी कह रहे हैं कि आप तिरंगे में लिपटे हुए नज़र आएंगे, तिरंगे की उन तीनों रंगों में रंगे हुए नज़र आएंगे अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर। हमें भी उस समय गर्व होगा कि हम उस 18th एडिशन में थे, जब हमारे सामने उस 18th एडिशन में इन बच्चों ने पार्टिसिपेट किया था। और आज देखिए ये तिरंगे के इस रंग को पूरे विश्व में लहरा रहे हैं।
So yes, the aspirations will be to become a Neeraj Chopra, a Jeswin Aldrin. Amazing, I'm going away from hurdles to the long jump. 8.46 at the long jump would have fetched him a gold medal in Tokyo. So if he does 8.46 at Paris, he could be or he should be in a podium position.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने। एक बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस वहाँ नज़र आया। आपने नीरज चोपड़ा का जिक्र किया है, मेरे ख्याल से यदि आपको मौका मिलेगा इंटरव्यू करने का नीरज चोपड़ा को, उसका समर्पण भाव और उसका सेक्रीफाइस, उसने कितने पीरियड तक घर से दूर रहकर प्रैक्टिस करी है और अपने उस इवेंट के ऊपर कंसंट्रेट किया है। जब ये बात हमारे दर्शकों तक पहुंचेगी तो निश्चित रूप से ये जो एक सेक्रीफाइस वाला जो एक वर्ड है, बोलने में बहुत आसान है।
मैं नीरज चोपड़ा के साथ में, हालांकि हम हर एथलीट गिव्स ऑफ हिज वेरी बेस्ट, वी आल्सो वुड लाइक टू टॉक अबाउट अविनाश साबले।
बिल्कुल
28 सालों में कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स में कीनियंस को हराया नहीं था किसी ने। 1 2 3 कीनिया होती थी और कीनियंस को हरा के सिल्वर जीतना, लोग कहते हैं यार उसने गोल्ड मेडल क्यों नहीं जीता, छोड़ो। फॉर अविनाश साबले सियाचिन ग्लेशियर में उसने सर्व किया है मार रेजिमेंट के साथ में। ही हैज सर्व्ड ऑन द सियाचिन ग्लेशियर, unlike some of the other sports persons in the army who join as the boys school hostel as they call them, or are recruited to be sports person. Avinash Sable has been a regular serving soldier, and he has served on the glacier, minus 40 degrees temperature. He served there for a good 6 odd months, as I know, with the Mahar regiment. For him to achieve something which was impossible. Yes, Neeraj Chopra beating the Germans and the Finns, no doubt. A gold medal is a gold medal. That's why they say all that glitters is not gold, it is gold. All that glitters is gold as far as we are concerned.
बिल्कुल सही
But
कहा आपने।
Avinash Sable beating the Kenyans who have been 1, 2, 3 at the steeplechase, to beat them in their backyard with the three Kenyans. Today the Kenyans must be a worried lot.
बिल्कुल
They must be
बिल्कुल
they must be saying ये कहाँ से आ गया यार बंदा. So Indian athletics has shown up, and that's why these girls and boys under 18, under 16, under 14, if they are nurtured well by the coaches, we at Nidjam, you and I were there. Doping, which is the biggest menace, and there is no harm on this platform to say openly that for the coaches, the parents, 14 साल का लड़का क्या जानता है यार.
बिल्कुल सही बात है।
14 साल का लड़के को बोलो मैं आपको चॉकलेट दे रहा हूँ, वो खुशी से चॉकलेट खाएगा. So if the coach has give the right direction, if the coach makes sure that there is no overtraining, which is I think what the principle of the AFI is, then I see no reason as to why the AFI and the nation will not look at bigger athletes or star athletes for the nation in all the disciplines. That's what we all are striving for. This championship is, of course, one of them. Shortly, we will have the 110 meters hurdles. 10:05 is the time when the event is to start. The organizers making very sure. Haridas is right in front of me. Yesterday evening, he ensured to the officials that one of the brand that AFI is proud of is the discipline, the timing. All over the world, the timings are set to the last minute, and 10:05 will be 10:05 as far as the start of the first heat is concerned.
All the competitors, team managers and coaches, please pay attention. 110-meter hurdle and 100-meter hurdle final will be tomorrow in the morning session, and 400-meter boys and girls under 18 final will also be tomorrow in the afternoon session. सभी टीम मैनेजर्स, कॉम्पिटिटर्स कृपया ध्यान दें. 110 मीटर हर्डल और 100 मीटर हर्डल कल प्रातःकालीन मॉर्निंग सेशन में फाइनल आयोजित किए जाएंगे. 400 मीटर बॉयज एंड गर्ल्स के फाइनल कल दोपहर पश्चात आफ्टरनून सेशन में फाइनल आयोजित होंगे.
So the morning session, the last of the events coming up, that's the first heat of the boys under 18 110-meter hurdles. They're set off here. Look at the takeoff there. The flexibility and the coordination extremely well in the inside in lane number 2, Udgir Dagar. But in the middle, somewhere in the middle, Sandip Vinod Gond drawn in lane number 4. We'll have to wait because towards the end, it all happened in a blaze or in a flash. But I suspect, was it Kiran in lane 7 or was it Sandip 692 or was it Jay Chandran? Huge question, fairly close. It was in the inside Udit Dagar who started off well. Action replay मिलेगा क्या? So yes, this was a fast pace. 13.90 is what the qualifying mark for the Asian youth is. Abhishek Ube 13.90 at Hyderabad, the meet record. Mayum Paulus in Nanjing, China 13.57. So if they achieve this, then they have been able to get to the qualifying mark.
And here we have the results of the Heat 1. And it is Sandeep Vinod Gond from Maharashtra with the timing of 13.93 seconds. And at the second place is S. Jayachandran from Tamil Nadu, 14.45 seconds. And at the third place is Kiran from Kerala with 14.50 seconds.
So Sandeep Vinod Gond from Maharashtra, 13.93.3 seconds off the qualifying mark. He's got one more opportunity tomorrow morning. We will now come up to the second heat, which will be the final event of the morning session. We will, of course, come back for live coverage in the afternoon session with plenty in store as far as you all are concerned. You got the fourth event, that's the high jump for decathlon, the discus throw for boys. You also have the 100 meters final, the blue ribbon. That's tomorrow, correction. Today, of course, is date 1. The 400 meters, the decathlon 5. You also have the discus throw, the long jump final, the 110 meters hurdle slated for today will be held tomorrow morning. The short put, and of course, you have the medal presentations of the finals, which have happened during the course of the morning and the evening. So all of that would encompass the afternoon session, but right now we are awaiting the start of the final heat or the final event of the morning session. 3-day meet here at the Mahatma Gandhi Stadium at Ajarakadu in Udupi, Karnataka, 10th to 12th March, the 18th edition of the National Youth Athletic Championship. That's the introduction. In lane 1, which is lane 3 to be precise, is P. Surya of Tamil Nadu. In lane 4 is S. Sahul of Kerala. Lane 5 is Balraj Pardesi of Maharashtra. In lane 6 is Muhammad Adil Ali of Karnataka, Yuvraj of Tamil Nadu in 7, and Nitish Kulu of Odisha in 8. So, it's the same pattern. Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Odisha. All states which have produced good hurdlers over the last so many years.
Yes, but here, as we compare to the girls' heats, here is the entry of Odisha in this event.
Remember,
That is Nitish Kulu.
Anuradha Biswal from Odisha. Here they set off on a blistering pace in lane number 4. But in the outside, in lane number 8, Nitish Kalu 656 representing Odisha. Did you say that Did we say that Odisha doesn't produce good hurdlers? Here he is. He says, "अब ले लो मुझसे."
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने. एंड दिस heat was little faster than the earlier one, as there was a competition also, and we have to wait for the official timing. और इसी के साथ 18th नेशनल यूथ एथलेटिक चैंपियनशिप 2023 के पहले दिन के प्रातःकालीन सत्र की ये प्रतियोगिताएं यहाँ पर संपन्न होने जा रही हैं. और इसके साथ ही कुछ ही समय में आपसे रूबरू करवाने जा रहे हैं आज के हैमर थ्रो इवेंट की विजेता नेहा यादव तथा खुशबू, जिन्होंने पहला और दूसरा स्थान अर्जित किया है. और सेकंड हीट के नतीजे हमारे पास आ चुके हैं. 14.39 सेकंड्स के साथ नीतीश कुल्लू ओडिशा, जिन्होंने पहला स्थान अर्जित किया है, और दूसरे स्थान पर रहे हैं 14.49 सेकंड्स का समय देते हुए शाहुल केरला के, और तीसरे स्थान पर रहे हैं बलराज परदेसी महाराष्ट्र के 14.54 सेकंड्स के साथ. और दूसरी हीट के नतीजे, जो कि पहले वाली हीट से थोड़ी स्लो हीट रही है, और इसके फाइनल कल आयोजित किए जाएंगे मॉर्निंग सेशन में. और अब हम आपको मिलवाने जा रहे हैं आज संपन्न हुई हैमर थ्रो गर्ल्स अंडर 18 की फाइनल इवेंट, जिसमें नेहा यादव ने पहला स्थान प्राप्त किया है और खुशबू ने दूसरा प्राप्त किया है. और इनसे रूबरू करवा रहे हैं मिस्टर मिलिंद वागले, अंतर्राष्ट्रीय कमेंटेटर.
They say that the throws, the shot put, the discus, the hammer, the javelin are all perfected. The champions all come from men and women who have got strong shoulders, who are tall, well built, good legs, so that the entire momentum is very strong. But I've got two girls here. Well, they are strong. I'm not saying they're not strong, but the two girls here under 18 in the hammer throw was a fairly close competition. The first of them to my right here, Neha Yadav. नेहा, अगर मैं यहाँ देख लूँ, पहले थ्रो फाउल था, उसके बाद 48.70, 53.95 फाउल, 55.80 फाउल, और क्वालिफाइंग 54.02 था मेरे ख्याल से उज़्बेकिस्तान के लिए. तो पासपोर्ट बना लिया आपने?
यस सर.
तो एज यूजुअल यस सर, नो सर जवाब शायद मिलेगा, बट आई विल ट्राई एंड गेट हर टू टॉक मोर टू अस. they do all the work in the field. They talk very little. बात मेरे जैसे बहुत कम करते हैं, लेकिन वहाँ पर अपना परफॉर्म करते हैं, भारत का नाम रोशन करते हैं. तो क्या था, शुरुआत अच्छी नहीं, और उसके बाद 48.70 और 55.80 फाइनली. तो कैसे तैयारी की थी इस कंपटीशन के लिए?
सर 2 साल से तैयारी कर रहे हैं.
तो क्या तैयारी कैसी रही? कोच के बारे में बताइए. आपने कुछ सैक्रिफाइसेस किए हैं. शाम को अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ आइसक्रीम खाने का आपको मौका नहीं मिलता, पिक्चर देखने का मौका नहीं मिलता है. तो क्या क्या किया आपने, क्या क्या छोड़ दिया? क्योंकि ये AFI का हमारा जो प्रोग्राम चैनल है, वो बच्चे आप जैसे देख रहे हैं, उनको हम ये चाहेंगे कि वो भी एक नेहा यादव बने.
सर मेरे कोच ने मेरे पीछे बहुत मेहनत करी है, उनकी वजह से आज मैं यहाँ हूँ.
तो ये बताओ कि कोच ने तो मेहनत काफ़ी की है, लेकिन मैंने अभी जो कहा, और मुझे ये तो जवाब आपसे चाहिए यहाँ पर, नहीं तो मैं आपको नहीं छोड़ूंगा यहाँ से. तो आपने क्या मेहनत की है?
सर मैंने मेहनत करी है. और
बोलो. अच्छा, ये बताओ कि आपने दो साल में काफ़ी जो सैक्रिफाइस की है, और आज यहाँ पर आपके साथ में खुशबू भी बाजू में है. तो हैमर थ्रो आपने क्यों अपनाया? शॉर्ट पुट हो सकता था, जैवलिन हो सकता था.
मेरे कोच ने करवाया.
तो इसमें आपने क्या ऐसे देखा 2 साल में कि आप अब कहेंगे कि नहीं मैं हैमर थ्रो ही करते रहूँगी?
बस मुझे शुरू से ही हैमर थ्रो में इंटरेस्ट है और मेरे कोच ने भी शुरू से मुझे हैमर ही करवाया है।
उज़्बेकिस्तान नक्शे पे कहाँ पर आपको पता है? नहीं, तो आप शायद अगर क्वालिफाई हो जाएंगे तो उज़्बेकिस्तान जाएगी जहाँ पर एशियन यूथ एथलेटिक्स है। अभी मैंने आपको कहा कि हवाई जहाज में जाना है आपको, भारत का नाम रोशन करना है, एंड दैट्स व्हाई आई कीप ऑन सेइंग इट इज़ नॉट एम्बैरसिंग. It is, please trust me, it's not embarrassing if she doesn't talk. I expect these girls to perform there on the field, and that's exactly what she's doing. खुशबू, second position दिल्ली से आती है. आपकी ट्रेनिंग कैसी रही?
My training was amazing and I hard worked and बहुत मेहनत लगती है यहाँ तक पहुँचने के लिए. बहुत सारे सेक्रीफाइसेस करने पड़ते हैं, फंक्शंस, फैमिली फंक्शन छोड़ने पड़ते हैं, एंड जस्ट ट्रेनिंग एंड प्लस स्टडीज़ भी साथ में लेके चलना पड़ता है.
Wonderful. She is now going to spend time with Neha Yadav perhaps on the flight, and might teach her a few things, how to talk to television in times to come. Tell me, Khushbu, 48.55, consistently 45 plus, but not close to 54. Why do you think? Have you sat back over the next half an hour and looked at yourself and said, I could have done it?
Yeah, but this was my first national and I was a little bit nervous, but I will try next time and I will try to break the national record that is made by my sister Harshita Sehwat, 61.95. So I will try to break that record next time.
She's your sister, so Sagi Bhan?
Yeah, she's my real sister.
Oh, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Harshita Sherawat Raipur, 61.65. Also the national record, 68.33 in Guwahati. Amazing. It comes in the family. How much has she inspired you?
She inspires me and I just learned a little bit from her, and my first coach was Satinder, and then second coach now in present is Surinder sir.
Wonderful, wonderful. I wish we will perhaps talk to her 2-3 years, 4 years from now when she wears the bigger India colors. One dream that you have?
Yeah, I want to make Olympic record.
Wonderful,
World record.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Why not dream? Let me tell you, it's not difficult. It's not difficult, and we'd like to wish you and Neha the very best. Coach साहब, ये बताओ कि आपने दोनों को ट्रेन किया है, करते हैं, तो क्या ऐसी चीज़ दोनों में है कि आज यहाँ पर 1-2 होगा है?
सर इनकी मेहनत है, इन्होंने मेहनत अच्छी करी है.
ये बताओ, ये तो कहते हैं कि आप मेहनत करते हैं इनके पास.
नहीं, ये भी मुझे वो करते हैं, मतलब सपोर्ट करते हैं, जो मैं बताता हूँ ये करते हैं.
और बिल्ड में इतने तो ये नहीं है, टॉल नहीं है, तो इनमें ऐसे क्या चीज़ है जो हैमर को इन्होंने अपनाया है?
सर इनकी चॉइस थी हैमर करना. इसकी सिस्टर है, वो भी मेरी स्टूडेंट रही है, जो फर्स्ट सिस्टर है, नेशनल रिकॉर्ड होल्डर.
और आप इनकी ट्रेनिंग कहाँ पर, दिल्ली में करते हैं?
हाँ जी सर.
कहाँ पर?
दिल्ली में नजोगढ़ ढासा.
और कितने स्टूडेंट्स हैं आपके पास में?
स्टूडेंट सर काफ़ी हैं अपने पास में.
तो हैमरी इवेंट आप वहाँ ये करते हैं या काफ़ी बाकी के इवेंट्स की भी ट्रेनिंग होती है?
बाकी की ट्रेनिंग कोच साहब ये करवाते हैं.
ये बताओ कि थोड़ी सी इनके बारे में बताइए हमें.
सर मेहनती हैं दोनों, काफ़ी मेहनती हैं. एक्चुअली मैं अभी 1.5 साल तक अब्रॉड था बड़े वाली बिटिया के साथ, क्योंकि उसको वहीं ट्रेनिंग करवा रहे हैं. वो अभी वहीं पे कल ही आ रही है इंडिया.
कहाँ पर है वो?
वो फ्रांस के पास में है, स्लोवेनिया में है. और अभी ऑल इंडिया यूनिवर्सिटी के लिए आ रही है. नॉर्थ वेस्ट यूनिवर्सिटी का वो फर्स्ट मेडलिस्ट थी, गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट है. और अब कल आ रही है इंडिया, और कल ही शाम को हम चेन्नई के लिए निकल रहे हैं.
वंडरफुल, वंडरफुल. एंड ये बताइए कि you know she speaks so well. एजुकेशन और हैमर थ्रो स्पोर्ट्स कैसे बैलेंस करते हैं?
सर इनका अपना इंटरेस्ट है स्पोर्ट्स में, मेरा भी इंटरेस्ट है, फुल फैमिली स्पोर्ट्स से ही है. बट इनके लिए एक शर्त हमने रखी है, इफ़ यू विल टेक अबाउ 60% इन एजुकेशन देन यू विल बी कंटिन्यू विद स्पोर्ट्स, अदरवाइज वी विल विड्रॉ यू.
Wonderful, absolutely. The father, am I right, has threatened the daughter, and that threatening I think will pay dividends, because it's not pressure. Remember, it's not pressure. And I keep on saying this in my interviews that, and even to Neha, मैं आपको भी ये बताऊंगा कि पढ़ा करो, क्योंकि अल्टीमेटली एट द एंड ऑफ द डे हम ये चाहते हैं कि आप दोनों और हमारे जो सारे एथलीट्स हैं देश के लिए काफ़ी अच्छा करें, लेकिन कब क्या बदल सकता है हम बोल नहीं सकते हैं. तो स्टडीज़ हैव बिकम इम्पॉर्टेंट. People go abroad to the United States, to Europe, to Australia to practice sport, to become Olympic champions, and also gain degrees in the various universities in these countries. So that's what I'd like to advise you with my experience. You have two wonderful coaches and the father. घर में तो मेरे ख्याल से ब्रेकफास्ट से लेके सोने तक घर में वही बात होती होगी, along with your sister. And for her in particular to have a sister who is now doing well at the national level is of course a big inspiration. Our good wishes to the two girls and to the respective coaches and to all the athletes who are here at Udupi for the 18th National Youth Athletic Championships. We'll be back of course for action in the afternoon session.